Hey now, as Christian would say, welcome. Welcome back to the Uneeda Horror Podcast. It's your hosts, Christian and Nick.
You
How's
can say Nick
everybody?
and you can say Nick and Christian since you're hosting it this
Yeah,
time.
but alphabetical, man. Alphabetical. I don't know. It just seems to
Okay.
roll off the
Just trying to
tongue a
be
little bit
fair.
better. I hear you. So, ladies and gentlemen, this evening we're going to be watching a movie. We're doing a commentary this evening. Christian, what commentary are we doing?
Halloween 5, um I can't come up with nothing clever. The revenge of old Michelle Myers.
Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, The Redemption of Tina. I don't even know if we get Tina's last name in this movie. Yes. Christian texted me last week. He said, "Hey, man, people seem to be liking the Freddy's Dead video. We should do another casual commentary." And I said, "Oh, okay, cool." And he's like, "All right, I'm going to give you the choice between Halloween 5 and Dream Child." And to which my reply was, "Well, that isn't really a choice for me." So we're doing Halloween 5. We will get around to Dream Child because I know Christian has a soft spot for it. I did just watch that recently. But yeah, we're doing Halloween 5 tonight. Christian, when's the last time you saw this movie?
It was probably right when I bought this 4K. So
September?
yeah, 8 months ago, 8 months ago. So
Yeah. I well, I watched it in October. This is one that I always make sure to watch in October, no matter what. I mean, and people will go, "Oh, you're the Halloween guy. You probably watch them all, don't you?" No, no, I don't. I didn't watch. Or fuck, I did watch Resurrection because we did a commentary for it. I didn't watch Rob Zombie's Halloween, and I didn't watch H2O this past October.
I kind of pick 2 or 3 a year. So last year's was the Rob's movies. I watched both of them. Maybe 2 or 3 times each in like September, October. And I guess you could count Halloween Kills as the third one. This year, I don't know which ones I'm gonna hone in. Maybe
Halloween ends.
maybe Halloween Ends, of course, but like the other 2, because it's usually typically 3. I kind of want to do maybe the Thorn movies this year, so I'll maybe do 4 and 6 or 4 and 5, maybe. Just depends. It depends how I feel. I just kind of randomly pick a couple and hone in on them. So might do the Thorn ones because I haven't done those in a couple years.
I mean, those are good ones. I love those ones, but I can't help it. Every October, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm cheating if I don't watch these movies. Although, like I said, I did go 3 years without watching Resurrection until we did the commentary. I hadn't seen it in 3 years, so broke that streak. We're gonna see if I can go for 5 before I watch it again. But guys, I sent Christian a video earlier, which he'll probably put up in post to show you
3,
guys.
2, 1, boom.
What is this? Is this when you realize?
All right, they just saw it.
Okay, they just saw it. So yeah, that's how my day went today. A steel safe door. It's like 2 inches thick. Still had my knee down there, and I wasn't even thinking. And I didn't just grab that door to like close it. I mean, I pulled that bitch. Like I pulled it hard to close it, and it just smacked right on my knee. I mean, and I went through the footage on the cameras in my office. I was like, I got to get this. It was just so funny. One of my associates, she came up and she was like, "Are you okay?" Because I was just laying there like writhing in pain. Shit sucked. Got a nice welt on the inside of my knee right now. God, it's great. You didn't injure yourself today, did you?
No, I just slept, dude. I fucking slept. But I was gonna say when you sent me the video, I almost thought it was like a joke, like you're just being dramatic. Then I watched it again. I was like, oh, dude, that's a safe. So that's like we were talking about. That's like metal, and that thing just straight. You're a skinny dude, so like that's bone. It went right to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
It sucked.
so was that you weren't hamming that up at all? Like you really had to drop?
No. I dropped like because I was by myself. Like I had an associate in the kitchen, but up front, I was by myself. Like nobody could see me, and I was below counter level. So I had a customer out there. You couldn't see him, but I had a customer out there waiting for his order. I don't know. Yeah, my wife. I showed my wife the video. She goes, "Why'd you drop to the ground?" I'm like, "You've never had that happen where you do something so painful that your reaction is just to like fucking like fall and die until you can like gather yourself." It's pretty normal for me. I hurt myself pretty bad, and I'll just kind of have to collect myself for like a minute.
Mm.
Yeah, it hurt, but it's what better way to brighten my day than with Halloween 5. Christian, we talked about 1989. 1989 was a weird year in horror. We had Jason Takes Manhattan, Dream Child, and The Revenge of Michael Myers. And we were texting about this the other day, and we were saying, I think we do both agree that a lot of people would say this is the point in in these three franchises where they really went off the rails. I
Yeah.
gotta disagree, man. I do.
Well, you know, I did a video about this kind of subject maybe 2 or 3 months ago, and it wasn't necessarily a change your mind thing, but like it's interesting because all three of these movies have these weird foreign influences in them, literally and metaphorically speaking, because you know, up until that point, all those besides Halloween 3, of course, and let's say Friday 5, even though Friday 5 really isn't different, it's just not Jason, but it's certainly the same thing, just sleazy and whatever. But like with this year, Halloween 5 has to me this is like an Italian horror movie because the characters are quirky and a little bit weird, especially Loomis. The director's a foreign guy, so his influence is on this movie, especially in the editing. When you watch a lot of Italian and foreign movies, it's I can't explain it. I just can't, but like you'll notice it. And like with Friday, the foreign influence would just be like the literal. It's a totally different location for once. So then that movie's different. And then with Nightmare 5, you've got the director who is Australian slash British putting his influence on this movie with a different look and stuff with the gothic, which hadn't been done before. So, dude, it's honestly 89 is the most interesting year for these three characters. Not saying that they're the best movies, but at least they're different. Like all three of them are just okay. This is something really. It's like it's different. So I mean, like I look at it as like, at least there's something else going on with these movies, even especially with the influence and the look of them. So like for me, in hindsight, I look at 89 as a cool year for these, quite frankly.
Yeah, no, I agree. I liked 89 quite a bit, and I will say too, there's a lot of parallels between this and Nightmare 5 in the sense that both of them really have moments. I mean, I specifically think about the Myers house stuff in this one and the chapel and the sanitarium in Nightmare 5, very gothic like noir type
Yeah.
aesthetics. And I don't know, I've always been a sucker for that. I love that shit. Like I can watch a movie and maybe it's not a great movie, but if you get some of the aesthetic like that I'm looking for, I can walk away and be like, I'd watch that again. And I feel like both of these movies do that really well. Now, I'm a much bigger fan of Halloween 5 than I am Dream Child, and I think that was, as we talked about, Dream Child and Halloween 5 were both very rushed because their previous movies were very successful.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like the issue with it, I think it's easier with Halloween 5 to have a looser script because Michael Myers is your central character, but he doesn't talk. He has no personality. With Freddy being your central character, you want to have a tighter script because that guy he carries that. He carries those movies, and I feel like both of these movies at times you can definitely tell they got their warts, but I'm excited to get into this because I love this movie. As most of you guys know, this is one of my favorites in the series. I will never say it's one of the best objectively. I won't say that,
Yeah.
but
Well, one thing I'll say for all three movies, quite frankly, especially Dream Child, I don't know which one of these three are my favorites. Like Halloween 5, Dream Child, and Jason Takes Manhattan, I would probably
Probably be
say
a Manhattan guy.
I don't know, like, it's hard, dude, like, it really depends on which one I watch. Once I get done with this, I'll say Halloween 5 is my favorite. Tomorrow, I'll watch Dream Child, I'll say, "Dude, Dream Child is my favorite." And then I'll watch Jason Takes Manhattan the next day, and then I'll say, "That's my favorite." Quite frankly, I kinda like them all dead even. I will say none of them are boring to me. I'll accept people talking about Halloween 5 with it's weird, it's not for them. This is where Michael is just what's up with the mask, all that crap. That's fine. But I won't allow I say I won't allow. I won't accept the argument that it's boring cuz to say that this movie's boring is quite frankly ridiculous. This one's to me is more there are things I like about 5 more than 4.
It's more exciting than 4. I don't think that can even be argued. Maybe that's even just the characters. Tina is so over the top. Loomis is so over the top.
People hate her,
Jamie,
dude.
I know. Like whether you like these performances or not, they are a lot more energetic. There's a lot more character there. And
I'll
so
take
yeah,
I'll take Tina over Rachel. And I know that's going to sound crazy.
I will too.
But listen to me, guys. This is just me. In my opinion, the reason people like Rachel is because she's a real person in the movie. It's not that she comes across as uh a doll or something, but like she's so harmless. She's not just it's there's nothing quirky or fun about her. She doesn't say anything to piss the audience off. That's what it is. She literally just doesn't say or do anything out of line.
She's
just
vanilla.
She's a good girl. And Tina is wild. She's spunky. I love that. I mean, she has personality. It may not be for everybody. That's fine. But at least she has some personality, for God's sakes, which I feel lacks in a lot of these kinds of movies, especially slasher films. Not all of them. Movies like My Bloody Valentine does a great job at giving everybody a distinct feel and look, and that's great. But I will take Tina every day over Rachel. I'm sorry. Thank God
Yeah,
Rachel died in
yeah.
this movie. And when we get to this movie, I'm going to bitch heavily about her, the person. She really pisses me off. We'll get there. I'll save it.
Yeah, well, we're about to get into this, guys. So if you are going to be watching with us, get it queued up and ready to go. I don't know where you are, Christian. I pressed play and then I paused it right after I pressed play. So I'm in like 1 second in. The logo, like nothing has come up yet. It's just a black screen.
I'm watching. Are you watching the Scream Factory 4K?
I am. Yep. That was the next thing I was going to mention. We're watching our Scream Factory 4Ks. This movie looks fucking phenomenal in this transfer, and I know Christian agrees with that. And I'm very glad to see this movie get that transfer. Because,
we're going to talk about those 4Ks this year too.
Yes.
What we hope happens anyway.
Yes. Very, very excited for that. And man, because if that ends up happening, which we both think it will, I don't think they would only do 5 of them. There's too much money to be made there. I think they're going to do the other 5. And yes, they'll get my money and Christian's money again because I got to see Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 on 4K. And you know what?
The first one's going to look good too on 4. It's 16 mil too.
I know, but I was just going to say too, I'm really excited to see Halloween 6 in 4K.
Yeah. Do you want to hit play and then we'll get into this?
Yes. All right, guys. So if you're watching along with us, we're going to count it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go.
So just for the record, I am using the 4K release, but in my horror room, I have a full 1080p TV, and I'm just using the Blu-ray. But I will say, just from the menu screen while it was playing, I mean, it's still a 4K scan. So, I mean, I'm sure it's going to look really, really good. Also, crucify me, people. The intro to Halloween 5 is the tits, okay? I love the intro to Halloween 5. I love the music better in 5 than 4.
Yes.
This is going to just turn into me shitting on Halloween 4 for an hour and a half.
No, Halloween 5 has one of the best openings, I think, in the entire series. I remember some of the first few times I saw this, you're just wondering, like, what is happening right here? And then as you're realizing it's a pumpkin, you're like, who the fuck is eviscerating this pumpkin this way? Why?
I think
But-
it was on this release, actually. They interviewed somebody about this movie, and he said that they outsourced this intro for the movie. So they hired some crew to make this kind of intro
Yes,
for
yeah.
him. I love it.
By the way, shout out to Jeffrey Landman, who plays Billy. Jeffrey liked the post I made today on our Uneeda Horror Podcast Instagram. So I'm assuming he will probably watch this video. I hope he does. I've had him on the channel before. He's a
You
great
interviewed
guy.
him, yeah.
Yeah. And so, Jeffrey, if you're watching, just know I am a Billy supporter. Always have been.
Dude,
So,
Dude, it's 2022. Like, when are we gonna stop hating this fucking movie? Like, honestly, like I really can't understand some people. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. Like, why are we hating this movie after fucking 30 something years?
it's because people hold 4 in such high regard. And can I be honest with you about something, man? I really don't think the differences between 4 and 5 are that stark. Honestly, I think tonally, maybe just because of the foreign influence of the director and whatnot, and the aesthetic and the color palette. But like, I don't feel like they're really that different in storytelling and how things happen. Honestly, I think both movies, people, I think, gloss over some of the weird shit that happens in Halloween 4 way too easily. Like, I love this is my favorite series, but you got to be shitting me if you're going to tell me that, oh, this shit is so unbelievable in Halloween 5, but everything in Halloween 4 is just, yeah, totally.
I really have to credit a lot of it to Ellie for 4. I just think she doesn't piss the audience off, and I think that's part of it. I'm serious. I think Tina, people just fucking hate her.
Christian, did you just see him get hit by the truck?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure we were lined up.
Yeah, he just got hit by the truck. Now Mrs. Talk about every sexual escapade she's ever had in her life is grabbing his hand.
Yes. And by the way,
Great podcast. I fucking love their podcast.
it is. It's great. It's great. And I love both of their voices. They both have nice talking voices. So
Are
it's
you
an
kidding
easy
me?
listen.
Oh, dude. When Scout talks, I fucking listen.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Don't tell our wives.
No, Sydney knows I got no chance in hell, even if I try to get
Yeah,
with
I
Scout.
know. And Brooke knows how I feel about Scout. So now this is the first bit of new footage right here with Loomis and Jamie against the truck. Everything else was obviously recycled from Halloween 4. And then we've got this great mine shaft. Dude, they dropped dynamite on this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly though, is that far-fetched for this town after all he's done? No.
I don't know, dude. Like they just had the dynamite, like they just had it with them.
Yeah. Nah, state
I mean-
police were like, oh shit, it's Michael Myers, bring dynamite.
I just love the way he floats down this shit. Like, fuck yeah.
Oh, dude, this shit is so corny. But I love it. I love it. You can clearly tell he's got some apparatus on underneath that. But
To make him
like,
float.
yes, but I do love it. Look at that. Like the Nick Cage mask, man. Now, Christian, we're about to get to this part, and this is, I think, a good, perfect time to mention some of the differences or additions with this 4K.
Yeah.
Dude, let's call it what it is. The Dr. Death opening is way better than this. Way better than this.
It is, and this is one of the only times I'll never understand. Sometimes I truly just understand producers wanting to get like 6. I get it. They're like, guys, we gotta do something here because this is not gonna work. Like I can understand 6. Granted, I like the producers cut more, but it's clearly a 50-50 thing with people, even till this day, especially because it's been out for a while now and people can say, okay, look, I've seen it now. It's cool, but I'd rather take what we got. But with this, it's truly flabbergasting. Quite frankly, the movie would have made a little bit more sense to me with the black magic stuff. But then again, would that have, you know what? No, there's no way, because they had no idea what they were going to do for the next movie anyway. So I was going to say, would it have made less sense with 6 if he was resurrected from black magic, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I just find this, I see this as just so much less than. I mean, it's a parrot and an old man. And then he drops.
And not just that. Yeah, I know. It's like, it's one, the Dr. Death stuff just obviously works so much better tonally with this movie. It would make all those thorn symbols you see throughout the movie, like you'd be like, oh, that was that shit from the beginning. Because without that, you're watching this movie, if you haven't seen 6, and you're like, what the hell is this stuff?
Yeah.
So it's not just tonally too. It's just like, I feel like it makes more sense. Like, he wanted to, he basically nursed him back to health with black magic and brought him back. Whereas with this one, the old man just let him sleep there for a year, bloody, didn't take his mask off, didn't call the cops, and then he just decided to wake up. Like, it's just, I got a thunderstorm rolling through. You guys are going to be hearing this thunder. Probably see some
let's
flashes of lightning.
call it what it is too. It's just way more cooler to look at too,
dude. And yeah, in that footage too, he grabs that big ass rock and like shoves it through Dr. Death. It was so cool. I'm like, that's awesome. But yeah, no,
at least we got it now.
Yeah,
as
I was saying, guys, at this point in the movie right now, there's a thunderstorm going on. There's actually a thunderstorm rolling in right now for me too. So if you hear some thunder. Now, Christian, I want to ask you something as we're right here with Jamie, seeing her stab her stepmom or her adopted mom or whatever. I am someone that never wanted them to go the route that some people did. Well, after 4, she should have been the killer. I'm totally fine with her never becoming the killer. Where do you stand on that?
That has comic book series written all over it. Like, no way for a movie. But like, how they basically take a lot of bad ideas for these movies and then they turn them into comic books. I mean, come on. Are you kidding me? She's going to be the killer.
Yeah, you're going to so your next movie, we're going to have a 9-year-old girl going around hacking people up. And like, how could you explain that? How could a full-size adult not stop her? Like, no, it'd be so corny. And up to this point in the series, we had no inclination that Michael Myers was ever, I don't know, that his evil would just transfer. What is he possessed?
Well, at this point, if they could have done another movie after this, like they could have literally done like a Jason Goes to Hell almost.
Yeah.
Like, except like, because he's clearly trying to, like, there's the connection with them two here. I like it. I like getting into the story of Michael. Sure, like you start out not knowing a fucking thing, but do you want to not know? I want to know more. Like, do you not want to know anything for like 8 movies?
Yeah, but I would be weary of that, Christian, because I have a feeling in about 5 months you're going to learn some things about Michael that you may or may not have wanted to know.
And that's fair, but you know what? At least I'll know.
Yes.
That's me, dude. I like story, and I like to figure out what the hell's going on here.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I'm totally cool with that too. By the way, can we just say, this is a great performance by Danielle Harris. I think she's better in this movie than in 4, and I think that's because for half of this movie, she has to just act with body language.
I'd argue she's better than half of the actors in this entire franchise.
Yeah,
as a kid tier 2.
This is the better performance for me. It's 5 because she's asked to do so much more with so much little. Like, she can't talk for half this movie. And look, this little girl looks like she is absolutely having a seizure. Like,
oh, she's doing good. Yeah.
11-year-old girl while filming it. She did a great job.
Yeah, all the doctors and shit are selling it well too.
I love that shot. I love that shot. And on the commentary, Dominique Othenin-Girard, I love the commentary with him because he says, they told me, one of the producers told him when they saw that shot, oh, that's such a film school student shot. Like in a derogatory way, like in a negative way. And he was like, I kept it in anyway, though. Like, I liked it. I kept it in. I love shots like that. I like that.
Yeah. Where the hell did Loomis come from?
He lives.
It was when it's storming outside.
Yeah, he lives in the basement. I don't know.
And don't you love how he just runs up and goes, no?
Yeah.
Doesn't explain anything.
They just listen to him. It's like, he's like, no, she's fine. He's like, no, she's dying. She can't breathe. He's like, no, she'll stabilize. And they're just like, okay, well, Dr. Loomis said she'll stabilize.
Yeah, well, let's listen to the psychiatrist.
Yes. Now, one thing I do ding this movie on, during the day, it really doesn't look like fall. Look how green that shit is. Like, this was absolutely filmed in the spring. But at night, I feel like the atmosphere is really good, especially at the Tower Farm. I love that shit.
Well, you know what does it for me? It's the small things. So up here in a few minutes when they go outside, you're going to see like a little like scarecrow pumpkin guy.
Mhm.
That's enough for me. That's what makes it feel like fall for me. It's just some little things.
Yeah, no, I guess I'm just more of a stickler about it sometimes because I do live in the Midwest. So like I know what fall looks like in the Midwest. And here she is.
Those
Tina.
fucking Doberman, dude. Like the Doberman would have had a
yeah.
bigger role in this movie. Like I love
Oh,
dogs.
we get to see a stuff we get to see a stuffed animal version of him at the end,
That's
dead in the
true.
attic.
Yeah.
But
Tina's
yeah,
cute as hell, dude. I don't care.
I like her. I like her. The only thing I don't like about her in this movie, believe it or not, is the obvious smoker's teeth. Oh, I'm like Wendy, brush those teeth.
Yeah. You know, so
But everybody smoked in the 80s, so
oh yeah, everybody did. So one of the things I just want to get into it now. So we're gonna get to Ellie's death scene in a few minutes. Okay, first, dude, do you agree with my take that Loomis is a fucking alcoholic in this movie?
yes, and
It works so good. He's
yeah,
quirky and weird.
the funny-
He's such an Italian movie character here. He's weird. He doesn't make total sense all the time. It's just, dude, it's brilliant. I love it.
I gotta say too, Daniel Harris is on record saying that he was drinking throughout this like entire production. So
I believe it.
even if the script didn't call for him to act this crazy, he was probably drunk half this movie. So yeah, she was like, he always smelled like whiskey. Like his breath always smelled like whiskey. Like yeah, he's probably got a flask in there. The evil child must die.
There it is, the little pumpkin guy. Dude, those you see okay on the door. I love that vintage Halloween decoration stuff.
Love
Like
it.
the pumpkin.
Yep.
I try to Sydney tries to go on Etsy and stuff and find decorations like that because I love that vintage, decoration stuff.
Makes you think of like the 50s and 60s, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like
I
that
love it.
era.
Yeah.
And people talk about, I gotta say, with Halloween 5, people say like, oh, it bombed. It was so unsuccessful. It made like almost 3 times its budget.
And that was only in the US, I think. I don't think it went
because
to
it
theater
didn't
anywhere
get a
else.
foreign release because it would have been X-rated.
How fucking crazy is that?
I know, because you're looking at this movie nowadays and it's like, seriously? Like, I've seen movies where people literally get disemboweled and like just so Hostel Part 2. Dude gets his dick cut off and fed to a dog, and that movie got an R rating. Like
Yeah.
the MPAA, but that's another thing we got to talk about with 89, man. All 3 of these movies,
Got
Halloween
trashed.
5, Jason Takes Manhattan, and Dream Child. Yep, the MPAA hacked them to bits.
I don't get it too. Like it's just crazy. I mean,
From what I've gathered through research is that this was the time when they were realizing that teenagers were the people going to see R-rated movies, not adults. And they're like, well, we can't have these teenagers seeing this type of shit because then maybe they'll want to kill people. Which, don't get me started on that argument. Movies don't make people kill people. Neither do video games. If you're crazy, you're fucking crazy. Don't blame something else.
I like how Othman clearly was trying to kind of sexualize Ellie right here.
Yes.
You know?
I showed my mom this movie years ago. She had one thing to say. She likes she likes Halloween and Halloween 2. And she liked H2O and 2018. She actually did like 2018, but she doesn't care for any of the other movies. And I was watching Halloween 5 one time. And this part that we're about to see, I'll wait till we see it because I want everybody to be looking at the same thing that I'm referencing. But she hadn't said a word the whole time, these opening 15 minutes or so. She's sitting there watching it. And where's it at? Oh,
Is it when you get to see the outline of Ellie in the shower?
Yes. And she goes, oh, there's some 80s bush.
I knew it. I knew it.
I'm like, Mom, shut the hell up.
Did you see that? Do you see that panty tan line on her?
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
I wonder if that was I wonder if that was a stunt double or actually Ellie.
It was Ellie. It was Ellie.
I'm such a perv.
Yeah, it's Ellie. It was Ellie. She hadn't really acted much yet at this point. She was just, she just coming off the high of Halloween 4, so she was game to do anything. She's like, oh yeah, nowadays you get a lot of big name actors and actresses that have body doubles. I mean, look at Dreamchild in '89, Lisa Wilcox. That's a body double. That's not Lisa Wilcox.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that Ellie said she auditioned for to be Patricia Arquette's character in 4, which Tuesday got.
It would have been really cool to have Ellie be in both. I would have thought that'd be cool, especially because you don't ever expect these two franchises to ever come together, so it wouldn't mess with anything.
I love that house too.
Oh, yeah.
I think was it this house or was it the Myers house that sold for a couple of years ago online? Probably the Myers house.
No, this one did sell because Sean Clark went to this house in Halloween 5's Horse Hollow grounds, and they let him. The new owner let him in and let him
look around. That's right. Dude, how are you not gonna know what this house is from? Like, to me, it seems like impossible. But then again, I guess I got to remember, not everybody watches these fucking movies.
Yeah, and he said too. The owner was like, "Oh, we didn't know, and after we moved in, every day people were coming up wanting to take pictures and stuff, and then we realized." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
I figured when they sell that to you. By the way, this is one of the corniest things about the movie. I'm just gonna be honest. Her running over there butt naked with just a towel to the old man. I'm like, come on. I would have thrown something on. But I get it,
It is a fucking dog.
Yeah. Do you like the clown cops?
I mean, dude, the only thing I honestly would get rid of
is the music.
That's it.
Yeah.
They're already bumbling. They did a good job at being silly.
Yeah. Well, Lee, shout out to Drum Dums, Lee McCoy and his his Drum Dums cut of this movie, or I think that's what he called it. And he sent that to me because he knows I'm a big fan of this movie. He removed the music, and honestly, it works perfect. Like it, you don't need the music to know that these guys are in over their head. So
apparently, Othenen thought we needed to.
He did
double down.
Yep. There's that foreign influence, I guess.
Shit.
And we can, not only was Loomis drunk through this whole movie, he's a dick.
I know, I love it.
Yeah, I know. Look how pissed he is throwing that rabbit. He's
right. Right.
Jamie, please.
Dude, she's fucking crying. No, there's no bullshit right there.
Oh,
right. No. That's hysterical. That must be when the booze breath came in. He's right up in her face.
I think she did say that. It was in that moment. She's like, there's a scene where he had to get in my face and was yelling at me, and I could just smell the whiskey or the bourbon on his breath.
Dude, I'm telling you, his character is just like a drunk the whole time. And I think it's brilliant. Let the doctor become a little bit of an alcoholic, man. He's been through enough shit. He's got to cope somehow.
Also, I love the arc in Halloween 6. We get him as this just retired, lonely old man. He seems a lot more at peace in Halloween 6. He's a lot more level-headed.
You mean he was in the fucking closet? Are you kidding me? Great shot, though.
It is
terrifying. God damn it, boy.
Yeah, everybody was all swooning over Ellie Cornell, too. And I got to tell you, in Halloween 4, it was Kathleen Kenmont for me all the way.
Oh, it's not even a contest. Dude.
Kelly Meeker, man.
That's a bad bitch.
Yes. Sasha Jensen, you're one lucky bastard.
Yeah. She got topless in Pledge Night.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
For research purposes, guys. Yeah.
All right, so this is my big issue with this fucking movie is her. She really just salts my fucking onions because this is not news to you, but obviously when she talked on that fucking documentary, she said they wanted to shove scissors down my throat, and I was like, no way, we can go out with a little bit more dignity than this. What? It's a movie. Why not do something that the audience can be like, oh, whoa, wow. Nah, fuck the audience. Like, I've got to go up with some dignity. Are you kidding me? Like, that is the lamest fucking death scene ever. Scissors down the throat? That sounds amazing.
That's
Granted,
legendary.
it might have got cut out and edited heavily, but at least we could have imagined what we didn't see a little bit. But, like, dude, honestly, like, that just rubs me the wrong way. Like, what do you mean you want to go out with dignity? This is a Halloween movie. What? So she can kiss my ass because that's ridiculous.
No, and I'm going to touch that subject in like 10 seconds, but this is one of my favorite lines in the Halloween franchise. What Loomis is about to say.
12 years. Yeah, I got the captions on.
I prayed in hell.
Damn, his arm is burnt like Freddy.
I fucking love that.
I love right here where he stirs him up and brings up his daughter. No, of course you don't forget.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this lackey cop right here.
Oh, I know. But yeah, I just love when he's just like, I prayed that he would burn in hell, but in my heart, I knew that hell would not have him. It's like that. I mean, it's a throwback to the first Halloween kind of line in the sense of like, he's trying to say this dude is not a dude. He's not like a person. This is fucking evil.
Yeah.
But as far as the whole Ellie Cornell thing, dude, she has no purpose in this movie. I mean, she didn't even need to be here because
she's gone. Kill that bitch.
Jamie is at the children's ward. So you didn't even need Ellie Cornell in this movie. So if she's being brought back, as she said in the documentary, I knew I was going to die since I made it out of the last one. Okay, then don't you want a super memorable death? Like, oh, scissors down the throat. That's not dignified for me. Oh, yes, dignified for you. A woman that had acted in maybe 1 or 2 movies up to this point. I mean, oh no, we can't kill Ellie Cornell that way. Give me a break.
It just sucks, dude. Break. Give the audience that's one Danielle Harris gets it. She gets it. She knows what her audience wants in movies, and she's always down for it. So I mean, I don't know. I
bet Danielle is probably one of the best actors for a director to work with because she just seems like the type of person that anything a director throws at her, she'll be like, yeah, I'm game. Let's do it. Like, I don't feel like that's someone that would give you a lot of pushback.
Not only that, she's probably got so much fucking experience. I guarantee you, a lot of people, especially directors that are she's been acting so long. Like she's been acting, like she was acting during when they actually used fucking film. So it's just like the experience she would have would probably be like, dude, as a director, she would be like your best friend just from that. She could probably tell you how to shortcut this. I wouldn't be surprised if she'd be a good director, quite frankly. I don't know if she's directed before or not. But
I don't know if she has, but I was going to say, I do believe she has talked about wanting to.
There's no doubt in my mind she would be great at it. No doubt in my mind.
I need to see her and Scout in a movie together again. I need to see it.
Scout just did a movie. I think we talked about this before, but it was called
Long Night. Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good, dude. It was like a cult movie. It's pretty good. I liked it. She was really good in it.
We've talked about this many times on the podcast before, so sorry if you guys have to hear this again, but I'm just going to say it. She has aged better than a fine wine. I don't even know what you would call it. I mean, man.
Oh, I know it. Now, this broad right here, Tamara Glenn, she's supposed to be in Terrifier 2. If that ever comes out, for God's sakes.
Yeah, she is. Tamara has had her struggles recently of recent years. I think she's super pretty in this movie. I really do. She I think her and Wendy Kaplan are both, really pretty, and I like their personalities in this movie. I really do. They're just so bubbly and over the top, and I love it. But yeah,
You know,
Tamara didn't act
you know
for
what's
a
so funny
while.
about this movie? I'm sorry. You know what's so funny about this movie? It's like, okay, Ellie's dead. Boom. Here's another blonde girl. Here's your new
Yep.
Ellie. Let's
Yep.
go.
And guess what? I hate to say this, she's got more personality.
Oh shit.
Guys, don't take this as me shitting on Ellie Cornell. I really do like Ellie Cornell.
I know,
and
dude. If Ellie would have been in this movie with somebody like a Tina to balance off of her, I would have liked Ellie probably a lot in this movie because she would have had that foil with like the over the top blah blah blah. Because you can make Tina go a little bit too far, and Ellie's the one that should be like, okay, like Tina, let's hold up for a second. Like Ellie would balance out really good with her, which I guess is what this new girl is supposed to be. Tamara Glynn's character, but like, because
yeah,
you can
but
see
she's
she's
not as but she's not as reserved as Rachel. That's the thing. It's like I can tell the director wants her to be the, I don't know, that kind of the one to balance out Tina's craziness, but she's also kind of crazy too. So it's just kind of like,
she's down a clown, yeah.
yeah. Oh my god, there's a part coming up. They're literally just walking, and Michael Myers standing over there. You see that part?
Where's he at? Oh, I see him.
Oh, that branch just fell down. I never realized that before.
Dude, I think I've probably watched this movie 50 times before I ever noticed he was back there, because it's very subtle. Like I see him holding the knife,
Yeah,
but dude, it almost looks like they were heading that way too. Okay, they're about to turn around.
yeah, that shit right there.
Mikey.
She just goes, Michael, and he just somehow hears it. He's out of nowhere. He's there, and he's like, "What?"
Dude, I love this guy.
It's so 80s.
I fucking love this guy. He's such an ass.
Oh, he is. Back when I was like 16, 17, I smoked Marlboro Reds because he did in this movie. Like I wanted to be like Mike. I was like, yeah, I smoke Marlboro Reds. Yeah.
What were you saying about Tamara though?
I've just about Terrifier 2. She had gone through some struggles recently, like personally, and she kind of fell off the map for a while and didn't act for a while. And then, yeah, I did see that like a year or two ago. She came out and announced that she was in Terrifier 2, and I was like, oh, good for her, because I didn't never really saw her in much, but it's always cool. I guess for me as a Halloween fan, when I see like Halloween alumni, like years down the road, doing something like that, I think it's cool.
Well, it's interesting because a lot of these people, like, they kind of just do these movies and horror films and they're done. And then they decide they realize that they have a big dedicated fan base.
Heather Langenkamp.
And then they have a career, doing conventions.
Yeah.
Just to let me do one good horror film. Let me do one good horror film, and I will be coming to a city near you. And you could pay me to take a picture.
You guys know anybody in high places? Let them know that they need to get the Uneeda boys in a movie.
I'll give the performance of a lifetime, dude.
Hey, Dead Meat was in Scream 5.
I want to aim higher. Like I want to be. Let's be in the next Elm Street, dude. Let's be in the next Elm Street. Give me a role, dude. Give me something to do.
I would even just be a bit player that gets killed in a cool way. Don't care. Yeah. Just
give me a shot.
Dude, I don't think we talk about that enough. By the way, I want to say I do really like this scene of her like running through the laundry with the flash. Yeah.
It's great, dude. Stylized.
This is Dominique Othenin-Girard right here. This is his influence. I really.
Yeah, Evil Dead-ish almost with the camera follow. Like I love this this corridor down here, kind of like the weird lighting and all the cobwebs.
Yeah,
dude, it's awesome. The cat and mouse stuff throughout this movie is phenomenal. I mean, all the chase stuff. I mean, I would say that the laundry chute scene is not only a highlight for this movie, but probably
the franchise.
In the franchise.
Yeah. No, even people that hate this movie, when they review this movie or talk about it, they always mention the laundry chute sequence is good. I mean, yeah, it's not debatable. It's a great sequence. And It would have been even better had they been able to keep the shot of her getting stabbed in the leg in the movie. I mean, because that just ups the ante so much. Like, it's one thing to have him chasing her, it's another thing for him to wound her. Like, damn, this guy means business.
Yeah.
Why are you protecting him?
He's gonna. Come on, Don.
Yeah,
You're
fuck.
making a mess, dude.
Get this fucking table out of here.
You're making a fucking mess, dog.
I love how the nurse just comes up behind him and she's like, Dr. Loomis, leave her alone.
Does he work here, or is he?
It's muddy, but I believe the intention was that yes, he is one of her doctors. He requested to be one of her doctors after what happened at the end of Halloween 4, because he thought obviously she had some kind of maybe connection with Michael now, and he knew that Michael would come back for her, so he could use her as bait, which can't wait to get to that part at the end because that is super fucked up, but I love it.
Yeah.
He's just like, you want her? Come and get her.
It's cool to actually see Loomis and Michael kind of fight too. You know,
Yeah.
obviously we couldn't see much of that in 6 because of his age. He wasn't very. He couldn't. This was the last movie where he was fairly, I guess, ambulant and could, swing and he was probably what, early 60s here, maybe
No, here he was
I say early, I meant like early 70s, quite
69.
frankly.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
69, 70.
Yeah. Here we go. Dude, what was that? Is that a Greyhound bus that just pulled into fucking town?
Yeah, I think so.
And what's this broad doing with a dog right down the side of, like, I don't did that look like it was like in a bigger city somewhere? It looked like a totally different location.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't
And,
even the same town.
The funny thing about this too, I hear people say this a lot about this house. Like, not only is it doesn't resemble the Myers house, but where the hell did they even find this? No, this was found in Salt Lake. This is the same town. The entire movie was shot. This big ass Gothic manor. And I've just never been someone that subscribes to but it doesn't look like the house in the first one, so fuck this Myers house. Dominique said on the commentary, we needed a house like this because we knew our finale was going to it needed a basement, it needed a laundry chute, it needed an attic, it needed a lot of space. So we needed a big house. Like,
I don't care about that kind of shit, man. I just don't. Just it's if it's cool and I like the way it looks, I'm cool. I'm fine with it.
yeah.
Continuity has never been my strong suit.
Not just that, but dude, what slasher franchise by the time you get to the 5th, 6th, 7th movie has that much continuity? None.
Not really, I guess.
They all have to stretch at some point in order to keep making movies. That's just the way it goes.
Fucking leaves and shit growing in this house.
Yeah, man.
You can tell he's drunk off his ass right here. And he about to find a rat or something.
Yes, at the bottom. And he gives this like giggle. It is such a drunk man thing. Like, oh shit. Didn't expect that. Like, I love it.
Oh man. I don't think I ever disliked this movie. I think I just wasn't vocal about it for a long time. Like, because I could tell it was different and it was just kind of weird. Look at him. He takes him 3 times to hit the switch too, doesn't it? Like with the gun. Watch.
Yeah. It's like,
oh shit.
He's totally sober. No, yeah, man. This was the first Halloween movie I ever watched. So nostalgia is definitely a hell of a drug. This was my introduction to Michael Myers when I was a little kid. And it scared me. It did. The mask in this movie, it's mean. It's got a mean look.
I think it looks its best when you don't see it straight on too.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the same thing for 6 as well, even though I like the look of 6 in bright daylight. Like when you see it kind of peripherally too, they just, oh man, they're great. Damn.
Not
Michael,
just that.
so did Michael eat the rat?
I think that's the assumption, yeah. But like,
Look
so
at
he
Loomis. Look at
he-
Loomis.
just watch him struggle to lock the laundry chute too.
He's laughing his ass off.
He's like,
Well,
drunk off
you
his
know,
ass.
it's a little dry rotted. We can cut him some slack. Dude, look at Michael just fucking chilling.
Yeah, that's one thing that people don't talk about this movie enough is like he really goes back to his just like stalking in the background like he did in the first one. He does it throughout this movie.
See, the only thing from my personal taste that I would have liked to have seen done, and again, this goes back. This is why I like Rob Zombie's 2 a lot as well. I don't need it to be scary, but like, fuck, dude, what does he do all year? Like, thank you for in Halloween 2, you see him roaming and traveling, and he's going everywhere. He's just walking through fucking fields and shit. Like, okay, that's cool to me. It's not. I wouldn't say it's quote unquote scary, but why would it be? It's like, what's he doing? But like the original beginning of this movie was so. I would argue that'd be the coolest way of showing what he does for a year. He's fucking trying to get resurrected by this like drug addicted methamphetamine,
Doctor
occult member. Like, dude, that's awesome. God, what does he do all year? Like, I just want to see it. Just give me something. And like, it's a shame that we didn't get that.
It's so funny that people knock Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 for that too. That's one of the things you hear the most. Oh, fucking Hobo Myers. What was he supposed to have done in that time? Like, what did you expect? Seriously, like I've always wondered, what did you expect? Like, men, if they go
like, what if he's just Dracula for a fucking year and he just like puts himself in a coffin for 300?
Yeah, I guess that's what they expect. He's gonna come back the next Halloween, brand new jumpsuit, brand new mask. He's gonna look great, pristine. Nah, dude, he's not shaven. Like, he's not. Nah.
Also, I love how boyfriend Mikey just does everything he can to draw attention to himself.
Oh, I know.
Just
he's told not to.
Like, dude, hey, I love how his buddy's like, hey, dude, be quiet. Like, I'm gonna bring you in the back. I'm gonna sneak you some beer while he peels out in front of the fucking store and hauls ass into the back of the garage at the store to get, stealing beer. So honestly, Mikey's coming here to do the Lord. Michael Myers is here to do the Lord's work now.
Yes, he
Dude,
is.
just trash it. I like Mikey, but like at least he gets a good death.
He does.
And the fact that Myers is a troll and scratches his car is fucking awesome. This is like the most Freddy kill he ever did to me because he's just trolling the shit out of him.
Yep.
Trick or treat. Look at his face. Jesus Christ, dude, he's selling it. Dude, his face is the scariest part about this whole thing. Like, he looked fucking terrified.
Yeah. And Don Shanks is a big dude.
Dude, he is like, body wise, he is like one of the best for me. I like him big. What can I say?
Yeah, Tyler Mane too. He's just I don't know. I like that about Myers. It's easier. I guess it's just easier for me to believe that he can accomplish all the things he accomplishes when he is a physical specimen like that. Like, I don't know. It's the same thing as like why sometimes it's hard to imagine. Like, I think of the scene in Bride of Chucky where Chucky is literally sitting on the pillow on Tiffany's boyfriend's face and like suffocates him. I'm like, I love Bride of Chucky, but like no fucking way would that happen. Yeah. So it's like, it's just easier when your antagonist has that body type and has that physicality because they can sell that.
All right, here are all the parents. Is it is this a child like an inpatient mental?
I think
for
so.
Kids?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. This is an inpatient. Yeah.
Dude, that kid with the half moon face was kind of creepy. Did you see that shit?
I gotta say too, for Halloween 5, just dropping this random man in black in here with giving no backstory at all, I think Halloween 6 does a good job trying to explain that. I really do. Whether you like the whole Thorn angle or not, I don't think it's badly done. Like,
I mean, what the hell else would you have done with it
Yeah.
besides like explain a cult? Like, is it his dad or something? You know?
yeah. You know, the thing about this scene, Tina is trying to play off this like sexy maid, but I don't think that costume is very sexy. You know what I mean? Like she does this like shit out here in the like
I
street.
kind of like. I kind of like it, but
Yeah, you're right. I'm wrong. It is kind of revealing. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I'm just used to the costumes nowadays. Jesus Christ, any sexy quote unquote costume nowadays is just like a piece of fucking fabric.
it's practically lingerie.
Yes.
You know.
Back then, I'm sure this was risque. Like nowadays, you show up to a Halloween party with fucking G string and nipple tassels.
Man, no shit.
I know.
I like how, don't they have like a scene where like she starts having like a vision of this shit and they almost make it seem like she's about to fall off the balcony, but she's actually
that's about to happen.
But she's really not near, like she doesn't. She's just kind of by it, but they shoot it like she's about to fall off almost. Or am I imagining that?
No, it's about to happen. She like starts to stumble and it looks like she's gonna fall backward and everyone screams and stuff. Yeah, that happens here in a few seconds.
Dude, they should have just let her fall.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it, you know. There's plenty of people down there. It's basically crowd surfing, stage diving. Someone would have caught her. People don't talk enough about how like tense this moment is too.
First of all, the German Brute mask is fucking amazing.
Yes.
I need this mask in my collection. I think Trick or Treat makes it.
They do.
I gotta have it, dude. The Brute is fucking awesome. I love that mask.
But this again, though, to what you said. Yeah, here's the thing you were talking about. Again,
fucking Loomis showing up out of nowhere.
he was in the crowd earlier.
All
they did show him
right.
in the crowd. But again, though, this is Michael trolling again, wearing her boyfriend's mask, driving his car, because I think it's because he thinks that she's going to take him to Jamie. That's what I think.
That's understandable.
So he's kind of using her.
I feel like, yeah, he always has a purpose when he does something. Like I think in 4, didn't he ride in the back seat of the deputy's car to get to the house?
Yep.
Like, so he knew he couldn't kill the guy because without that he would have been aimlessly trying to find Jamie and Rachel. So he needed to let the cop drive him there.
Yeah, and I think in this one he's hoping that being with Tina, at some point she's going to say something about where Jamie is or want to go see Jamie, and he'll be able to find Jamie. That's what I think that is too.
Isn't it funny too that like Michael drives identical to the boyfriend Michael, just fucking hauling ass and braking hard? I have a T-shirt of that, the giant cookies.
Oh yeah,
I should have wore it tonight.
Woman. But no, that's another thing. The thing you just mentioned. Michael was watching her boyfriend Mike. He saw how he drove. So like again, he is playing it up that he is her boyfriend. Like Michael ain't dumb.
This is funny to me right here. Like with Loomis trying to figure it out. He sounds like such a grandpa right here when she starts saying woman. Big woman works in the store, huh?
Works at the store.
He sounds just like an old grandpa. Here we go. What do they sell? Big. Here we go. Big woman. Works in the store, eh? That's just funny as shit to me.
By the way, I don't know if you guys saw that sign. Gas was $1.13 a gallon.
Dude, I'm so fucking pissed right now. Like
I know.
I went electric for my weed eater and I went electric for my hedge clippers or hedge trimmer because I had gas ones. Like, dude, I can't fucking afford it anymore. Like I'm going electric. It's with everything that I can right now because dude, it's fucking like $20 doesn't even give me like a bump in my truck anymore. It's ridiculous.
I know.
I'm so over this shit.
Nah, dude, it's the we're getting price gouged by the oil companies. It's the way it is. They're trying to make up lost wages for the past 2 years when no one was traveling because of COVID, and they lost a shitload of money, and now they're trying to gouge us of all of our money so they can make their profit back. It's
Dude,
bullshit.
I gotta get a hybrid. I swear to God, dude.
Yeah.
I've got to get a hybrid. My singer for my band had a hybrid. He had a God damn it, what did he have? Some kind of Lincoln car, and he drove. He had a job 90 miles from his house. So
Oh, fuck that.
no, 60 miles. 60 miles. So it was like a 55-minute ride to work every day and back, which is a pain in the ass. I've done it, but I had a work vehicle, so I wasn't paying for my gas. But he told me, like, dude, like I gas up once every 2 weeks. If my truck gets a good charge and all that, dude, like I'll go basically 30 miles, 35 miles before I switches over to gas. And dude, when his car was running on electric, you don't even know the car is fucking on. I was in the back seat one time, we were going somewhere, and all of a sudden we started moving. I was like, "Did you turn the car on?" He goes, "Oh, we're on electric right now." It was amazing. So dude, like fuck it. I'm gonna bite it soon. I'm getting a hybrid, dude. Like
It's
no
the way
bullshit.
it's the way this is going, man. But this has been inevitable. I mean, we've known this. Oil won't last forever. It's a non-renewable resource. Like we're gonna have to eventually go predominantly electric eventually. So fuck it. Like
Dude,
yeah,
I'm all for it. I'm so all for it. I'm about to
yeah,
fucking put sun panels on my fucking roof. Like I am all for using the sun as a source of energy,
yeah. That thing's pretty fucking powerful. We should harness that more.
you know? Oh, well.
Now,
I
okay,
need
this shit is really really mean. I have always hated this line that she gives Loomis. Like I
you
get it.
really
He's
oh, you
creepy.
really all that boogeyman crap.
You're really creepy. Tina, do you know what happened last year or 10 years ago?
I don't
I
think
don't
she
think
cares.
I know. Because now she's all like, "Ee, ee, ee, ee," like, she doesn't give a fuck.
I just love the fact that everything that happened with her boyfriend, wasn't she just like, when you love someone, you want to go be with them? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You think Mikey really cares? I
I'm
guarantee
going
you,
to go on a limb and say no.
once he bangs you, like he won't talk to you for 3 days. You can just tell he's that
Yep.
type of dude.
Yep. Calls her 3 days later. Hey, what's
What are you
up?
doing? What are you
Want to hang
doing?
out? Yep.
What are you up to?
And she falls for it every time. Oh, he loves me.
What do you got going on tonight? Yeah.
Yep.
Ah,
Then fucking
shit.
Billy. Oh, so that part right there with Jeffrey Landman looking out the blinds, he said on the commentary he didn't know they were filming. He was like, that wasn't supposed to be in the scene. I was just like peeking to see what they were doing, and they just zoomed in on me and like kept it in the movie.
It
I love,
worked.
I love little quirky things like that. I do. I think that stuff is cool. I love when stuff happens by like happenstance and it just works. Like,
You know what I want? I want Trick or Treat Studios to do a Man in Black figure and just like kind of like make the figure really ominous. Don't even give it like a face. Just like make like some kind of black felt thing for the head, but make like the overcoat have like a big collar that flips up and kind of goes around the front, and then the
yeah.
big black hat. I would love a Man in Black figure.
Yeah, so you heard it here first. Trick or treat, NECA, whoever it is, we need a Man in Black figure and a Super Freddy.
So when I was at Texas Frightmare, I saw the Tots figures that they did for the Myers, and they had a bunch of Halloween 5 ones. Nobody wants that one for some reason. Like they were sold out of one, and they sold out of four, but like there was a bunch of fives. Granted, it was Sunday too, but I almost bought it, dude. They're not cheap, but like I looked at one, and I was like, "Oh wow, this is actually really really cool." And they're probably like maybe a foot tall or something, maybe a little bit, probably more like 9 inches or something. They're not small. They're
Yeah.
probably the side of like those sideshow collectibles, but I think they're gonna do Halloween 6 next, and that'd be the one I'd really want to get. So whenever I see that one, I might grab one of those. Or if they did Tyler Mane one, I'd love one of those too. But it's like for some reason the Rob Zombie movies are just like fucking like untouchable for merchandise anymore.
NECA did them. NECA did Rob Zombie's 2 movies years ago.
No, that's yeah, no, but like God, where's the shirts for those movies now? I don't see shirts for the Rob Zombie movies anymore.
Hey, both of my Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 shirts I got in 09. Yeah, like you needed to buy them at the time. Because people just aren't selling them now. Because the fan base as a whole seems to hate those movies. Most of the fan base. So they're like, oh, well, we won't make any money on this.
I don't know, dude. I think if Fright Rags did a run of the Rob Zombie shirts, they'd sell.
They would. Yeah, they absolutely would. I'm that's what I'm saying. I think that that thought process is wrong. They would definitely sell.
I would love some sick ass like let Fright Rags get their hands on like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 or something to be cool.
Can we talk about how dumb Spitz is here? He would have got shot right there. I mean, right there if those cops weren't idiots.
Yeah.
Like you really pushed it, man. That's Matthew Walker, Child's Play 3. He's what's the asshole's name at the military academy? That is like
that's the main guy is Colonel Shelton.
Yeah, he is like Shelton's right-hand man in that movie. I remember when I rewatched Child's Play 3 a few months ago, I was like, holy shit, that's Spitz. I've never seen this guy in anything else. And by the way, his personality really is like that in real life. Every interview I've seen of him, he is like just bouncing all over the place. So I love it. I love his laugh.
Let's go bang in a nasty ass barn.
We've all been there.
Shit, dude, I ain't banging in no barn.
No, I was kidding. I mean, neither.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of spiders. Okay, barns, spiders.
This is so Italian right here. This like lighting creeping into the barn. I guess that's cool.
You just got a batch of kittens, just barn cats. That's a real thing too, guys. There, if you're not familiar with barns, strays love to have their kittens like in barns. I don't know, maybe because it's covered. I don't know.
Oh shit, there he is. I want to know where he found like what is that tool called that he finds in here? I call it the Grim Reaper because like the Grim, like that blade, the thing he has on the cover of the Blu-ray here. Like
that's a scythe.
That scythe, it's like that's like what the Grim Reaper fucking has.
Yep.
You know, it's fucking that's a deadly ass weapon.
Mm-hmm. Michael's not fucking around.
I wonder if they shot like a throat slit for Tamra with that scythe, and they just couldn't use any.
I can't remember. I feel like they talked about it on a commentary, but I can't remember. I do think they did. No, I think Dominique actually said that with that scene, I think it was always intended to be that way because he mentioned about. By the way, I love how Michael's like just back there in the fucking like fog. He mentioned how this entire barn sequence, like the sex scene and the kills, he wanted to be about what you don't see. That's why he intentionally didn't show any nudity. And like he said, I didn't want to show nudity. And I think with her death too, it was like, I want your brain to go a million different places. Where did he slice her at? Like what happened? But we don't see it. So
fair enough.
Kind of Carpenter-esque. I mean, Carpenter was that way with the first one. He wanted it to be that theater of the mind, you know. Yeah, I just don't think the cinematography in this movie gets enough credit.
Well, especially once you see this movie scanned up real well, too. It looks a lot better.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of fun trivia for you guys. For this scene, that we're about to see, the not so much of a sex scene, but apparently a sex scene. Tamara Glenn was actually drunk because she was so nervous to film this. She'd never done anything like this, so she had to get drunk to allow herself to pretend to have sex, I guess.
That's fair. I'd probably do the same thing.
Yeah. And she spoke about how Dominique was very kind about it and very like, I don't want to show anything. This really isn't going to be a big deal. It's going to be all implied. But she was still so nervous. She was like, I had to get fucking drunk. I'm like, you and Donald Pleasance, you guys hang out in his trailer, throw some whiskey back. And all right, I'm ready.
So one thing I wanted to mention, so there's a lot of speculation, and I would assume to this year would be the year, because it'd be the next year. I anticipate they'll do 4Ks of 6, 7, and 8 this year. But of course, I would absolutely adore for them to do 6, 7, 8, RZ1 and 2 as well. I just I don't know. I don't have any real information that I could share about it, but I don't know, dude. I really hope they just crank the rest of them out this year and just get them out. Obviously, they're not going to touch the new ones. There's no reason to, because they're already on 4K from Universal and shit. But dude, it's just time we just fucking get them all out and get it over with. You know, I wonder if they do it, do you think they'll use the same kind of artwork and all that shit? And do you think
I think, okay, so to your point, we talked about this last year when the first 5 came out. Christian and I have always felt that they were going to do the next 5. We've always felt that way, and signs just seem to be pointing that way. Now we can't say, oh yeah, for sure, and we have this source. No, but don't be surprised if in like 2 months or so, just like last time, we get an announcement about it. I could see it. It's going to be a twofer. Not you get both, but you're going to have a choice. I think they're going to do a run of the next 5, and they're also going to probably do a box set of all 10. I really, really do. So in case you didn't get the first 5, I think you're going to be able to get a box set of them too, which will probably just be ridiculously priced.
Do you think it's going to be like a big combo pack thing, or do you think they're going to try to do a set like the first collection that came out? Because I've got the combo set for the quote unquote complete collection too. When that got announced, basically, I think around the same time as this 15 disc set. Like, so they did that, you know, moderately priced combo set where it's like in 2 Blu-ray cases, the sets of movies.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll do that.
I don't know. I really don't know. But my thing is, I would be so fucking tempted to buy a box set if they did a box set with all 10, even though I already have the first 5, because I'm sure it would have some sick artwork and a nice case for all of them, and I would just be so tempted.
I don't know, dude. Like, it would be tempting, but like, they're not cheap. I'd probably just fucking buy the following ones, and then somebody on Etsy makes box sets for the sets you can get now, for the 5 you have now.
Yeah.
And you can choose the artwork you want to put on it, which I've been thinking about doing that, but I keep telling myself just wait, because they're probably going to announce the rest of them. I'm trying to think if there's any other kind of footage or stuff that we could see that would be, you know, special, or what kind of new features they could get. The only thing I would like to see new is Rob interviews, just looking back at them.
I want a Halloween 2 making of. We never got one for Rob's Halloween 2. I want a Halloween 2 making of. It doesn't need to be the 8-hour documentary that he made. He's on record saying that one, it was 8 hours, and it's in a vault, as he put it. It's in a vault somewhere, and the Weinstein Company would never let it see the light of day. So
Why?
He opened up about it. He said that because it basically, that movie tarnished his relationship with Miramax and Dimension and then the Weinsteins, because the entire time on set, he would intentionally put things in the movie they told him not to put in. He would make decisions intentionally to say, no, fuck you. You guys handicapped me with my first movie and told me I could make this one my own, and now you're trying to tell me I can't. So he intentionally was like, no, fuck you. And apparently he badmouthed them a lot on set. So I'm assuming that behind the scenes making of would have all of that, all of it. But the Weinstein Company went under. So who cares? I mean, I guess Miramax.
That's another thing that's interesting with these movies is they've been licensing off or selling off, whatever you want to call it. I don't really understand it completely. Obviously, we saw that Paramount is now putting out the Scream movies. Or did they purchase the films too? Because
no, Spyglass Media did, I believe. It was either Spyglass or it's a partnership between Paramount and Spyglass Media. But
right, because Spyglass is basically a Blumhouse.
Yes.
They make the movies, and then the big people put out the movies and distribute the movies and shit. Right.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
Universal and Blumhouse is like Spyglass and Paramount, basically.
Yep.
So I don't know where the Rob Zombie and the rest of the Miramax Halloween movies are. I'm assuming those either haven't been sold off. I don't know. Like, is Miramax under, or they're just like bleeding and fucking liquidating their shit because of the Weinstein stuff? Like, they can't.
I don't
make
know, but
movies
if I'm
no
not
more.
mistaken, and I want to ask Sean about this next time we have him on the podcast, which, by the way, I want to let you guys know, all of our listeners, we have a couple cool shows coming up in the next few weeks, month or so. We're going to have Sean Clark back on here. We're going to try to see if we can get him to get Chris Nelson too. We're going to try, but at the very least, we'll have the man himself, Sean Clark. We're also going to have Dave McCrae on here. And that'll be exciting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I want to say all of the rights reverted back to Trancas for all of those movies. I think Trancas.
Now, who owns that? Is that old Irwin dude?
No, that's Malik Akkad.
Malik has a good relationship with them Scream Factory dudes, then, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As far as for at least what Sean Clark has said, he was very instrumental in that complete collection box set.
Oh, dude,
together.
we're getting the Rob Zombie ones this year. Then,
Yeah.
if that's the case, my money says we're gonna get it. And dude, I don't give a fuck what nobody says. When those movies comes out, all those people that shit talk Rob Zombie's movies will be pre-ordering the fuck out of them.
You'll be
Mark
buying them.
my words. Everybody shit talk. Look, is it the greatest art ever? No, but people were bleeding out of their ass over this shit about fucking artwork.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
of 80s slasher movies, like the kind of cheesy artwork is intentional. It's very emblematic of the time. I love it.
I'm just over getting worked up about that kind of shit, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
that's so surface level. It's so I don't care enough. This scene, I remember when I was a kid, this scene really did mess me up in the sense of like, it is ruthless. He's chasing children with a vehicle and then to know what all went into it behind the scenes. This was real. Don was driving this car after these people. Danielle Harris has been on record saying it was really dangerous. Like, at one point, I think she fell down and almost got, or Wendy fell down and almost got run over by the car. Like, it was very hazardous for these actors. They didn't even let Danielle run. That's Danielle there, but when the car is chasing, that's Mustafa Akkad's daughter. That's his daughter. They wouldn't let Danielle do it, just in case something happened. Which, what does that say about Mustafa?
The owner of
nothing can happen to Danielle, but hey, kid.
Dude, I've always wanted to talk about this before. What do you think would have happened had Mustafa not passed away when he did?
We would have gotten a sequel to Resurrection. Absolutely.
You really think so, though?
Yes, because he was actively taking pitches up until his death. And Malick has talked about where the franchise was at after his dad died. He said we had hundreds of pitches for a Halloween 9. Like we had a ton. And apparently there was a few Mustafa really liked. But he felt when his dad died, he felt like it was on him to kind of reinvigorate the franchise now that it was his, and he was taking the mantle from his dad. So the natural way to go with that is let's just reboot, remake, like let's restart. Let's not continue his legacy. Those 8 movies are his legacy. Now let me build my own.
Yeah.
And I think that Malick has built a very good legacy. Let's be honest. 2018 Kills.
Dude, he's making fucking money. I'll tell you that right now. Probably making more money than his dad did.
Yes. Well, maybe I know merchandising, at least for these movies, even if they weren't the biggest box office hits like 2018 and Kills were, the merchandising was off the fucking charts. So,
I mean, you look at the success of Rob's movie and then just fucking Halloween 2018, it's staggering.
Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is considered a disappointment, and it made $40 million on a $15 million budget, almost 3 times its budget. It made millions for Malick. Like they made millions of dollars off that movie. But
yeah, but I like they're expecting big fucking returns. Like I get that, But like,
then you get 2018 over 250 million. It's like, yeah.
Honestly, dude, I was shocked when Kills made a bunch of money. I really fucking was. Dude, especially they handicapped themselves, or they cut themselves off at the knees with Peacock because of fear of. I think they did it as a publicity stunt to like, I think, not to get political, but I wonder if it was part like we should do this to promote safety for our viewers and our fans, to give them the option to see it at home as well as a theater. Because I feel like at the time, if they would have gone just theater, maybe it could have got them some bad, what's what I'm looking for? Some bad PR, I guess, or something. I don't know. But regardless, dude, I'd fucking made like $100-something million.
Yeah, I think
like what the hell?
Making 130 million.
It's insane.
Million, yeah.
No, it's fucking crazy.
It is. It really is. But I gotta say, I see that side of it. I could definitely see that being a factor. But I do believe Jason Blum when he says we were worried that not enough people would go to theaters to see it. Like we honestly thought that this could get swept under the rug, kind of like, because a lot of movies that were coming out theater exclusive. Don't Breathe 2. You remember how big Don't Breathe was? Don't Breathe 2 made like $30 million. Like, no, it just didn't do well. So when, they probably, I shudder to think what their investment was that when they made this deal with Trancas. Jason Blum ponied up a lot of money. So for that kind of investment in this, I do believe him when he says, we wanted people to see this shit. And if they're not going to go see it in the theaters, they can at least give us money through Peacock, because we need to make money on this.
And everybody speculates. Look, I try not to ever talk out of my ass, although I do that a lot. But like, I don't know what kind of deal financially was done with Peacock. Obviously, I think Peacock is owned by Universal, but do they pay the Blumhouse team?
Yes.
Does Jamie get a cut from quote unquote what would have been returns from Peacock? Do they see how many people are viewing the movie on a nightly basis or a weekly basis through the subscription service? Does that translate into a RPM? Like, I don't know, but I'd shudder to think that Jason Blum had to start buying off-brand cereal after that.
No, but I think the way to look at it, by the way, the answer to all your questions is yes to all of those questions. Yeah. It was absolutely, they all financially gained off of that Peacock decision. But I think it's more or less just, no, he wasn't going to struggle if that movie didn't do well. But Blum is the type of guy that, you just look at these Blumhouse movies. He makes them on micro budgets compared to what most movies are made on, because he wants to make as much money as possible. And especially with Halloween, this was something he's talked about on Twitter. They've tried to get Scream, Friday, and Nightmare. They've tried all the big series. They tried to get them all under the Blumhouse umbrella. And
I don't speak. Go ahead and finish, but I want to comment on that.
I was just saying that I just think that with the investment he made with Halloween, he wants these movies to make buku bucks. Like he wants these to be his bread and butter. So you can put out a Happy Death Day 2 to make $70 million. That's cool. He's looking for 200-300 million with these movies. He wants these to be the cash cows that they can be.
I don't think Blumhouse is the right people for Friday the 13th. That's me personally. I don't think that's a good fit. Who, if you ask me who, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know, but I don't think they're the right fit.
To be honest with you, Christian, I didn't think Platinum Dunes was a bad fit for him. I really don't.
Well, they aged a little bit better comparatively to certain stuff that they did. But I mean, when you look
why
back
can't
at
Friday go back to Paramount at this point? You know what I mean? Like Paramount, they're doing Scream.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's dude, when you look at how big of a fucking mess it is, Paramount can make a movie called Friday, but taking away the Victor and Sean shit. Look at the poster for the remake. Look at the bottom. You're going to see New Line Cinema, Warner Brothers on the right side, and you're going to see Paramount on the left side. They had to do a joint venture to make the fucking movie to call it Friday the 13th number 1, because Paramount, as we know, sold the licensing to Jason to New Line to do movies with that character, but they couldn't call it a Friday the 13th movie. They couldn't call it that. Yeah. So just to make a movie called Friday the 13th, from that fucking point, they had to become a joint venture. Now put into consideration all the shit we have going on with, dude, it is a shit show. It's disgusting.
It's
all
a
the
fucking
shit
circus.
That's going on.
And you know the scariest part about this, I was thinking about this the other day. I was listening to a podcast that was talking about the Friday legal fight. And the scariest thing about it to me is, what happens if Sean or Victor dies and this is unresolved? We could never get another movie again, because then where do the rights go? And do they get caught up in legal limbo and there's nobody there to make the decisions? I mean, it's scary. Like, it is scary. They gotta resolve this.
Yeah, I like Victor. I think Victor needs his piece of the pie, sure, but I'd much rather Sean become the sole owner of. I kind of want Victor out of the picture. I want him to make money and do his thing, but I just trust Sean more than Victor.
Yeah.
I just do. And I listen to Sean talk in interviews and stuff. He wants to make movies for the fans.
He has a passion for him.
And he wants, and the irony is, like, some people like Adam Marcus say he doesn't. And, there's a whole thing with that there too, personally, with those guys. But I mean, if you listen to Sean talk on the Jason X, I know you don't have the set, but like Sean, it's actually, the stuff's on YouTube. You'd love it. The making of Jason X, it's on YouTube. That was on the Blu-ray set for Scream Factory. Sean talked about all the making of Jason X and what he wants to do. And he said, I've learned my lesson. People want Jason the way they know him. They want him in the woods. And, I want to give the people another one, but like he doesn't get into the lawsuit stuff in the interview, obviously, and he's probably not supposed to talk about it for one reason or other. But like, you could tell he wants to give the fans what they want, but he can't. Like, so I kind of want Sean to be the guy to get it back, and I want Sean to run with it. And
oh yeah,
I mean, that's just me. That's just
no.
me.
I agree. I want it to be Sean. I don't want it to be Victor. Oh, no, this is one of the best moments in the movie, guys. Yes, we are still watching Halloween 5, by the way.
Didn't he like pull a fucking? Didn't he pull a? Yeah, Charlie. That's how it's exactly, dude. That I've heard that word said that way in like 50 other cop movies, or it's like comedies or something. Just like Charlie.
Nobody does it better than Donald here.
Oh, that's hysterical. There's Mikey driving a car. Doom. Dude, we are so on sync right now. I can hear your volume just a little bit. And when he said, Eddie, do you read me? The cop actually mouthed it at the same time. That's nuts.
So we are perfectly in sync.
Yeah, because I hit play when you say 2 instead of 1, because there's usually like a second. You're like in real time, you're probably a second or 2 ahead of me from when your video is caught up to, like, when your video plays. So, you crazy son of a bitch. There we go.
Right.
Charlie.
God, I love Donald Pleasance, man.
Dude, he's money in this movie.
People complain about Loomis in this movie. Oh, over the top Loomis. Yeah, it makes sense for his character. After all the shit he's been through, I wouldn't be fucking around either.
Just take it at face value, for God's sakes. Like, how do you not love it?
I know. How is it not a natural progression for the character? I mean, it just is, man. If I was this dude's doctor and he'd broken out how many times now and killed how many people, I'd be like, dude, I don't care who I got to pull a gun on. I'm getting this dude.
You know, I'm looking at this house. I wonder how much of a pain in the ass it is to build a house like that with that round tower thing. Like, because that's all brick right there, too. Like,
yep.
Damn, dude.
Yep.
I bet you that house sold for fucking a ton of money.
Yeah, I was bummed when Sean went on his horse hallowed grounds there because he didn't get to go inside. I don't know if they told him no because it's owned by someone now, or if they weren't home. But I was bummed because I would have loved to see what it looks like on the inside.
Well, we're not seeing the actual inside of it right here, are we? Is that a
yes?
set? Or?
Yeah, we are. No, we are. This is the inside of the house.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Come on. Loomis, turn around, dude. He's right there.
To my knowledge, the only part of this movie that was a set was the laundry shoot was real, but they had to make a set version of it too for the camera scenes where it's in the shoot with her, and then the attic.
Yeah.
The attic was a set, but all of this is this is the house.
Here we go. Oh, we haven't even gotten to my favorite fucking part yet, dude. I like the scene where he takes the mask off. I love that shit.
Oh, so many people hate that, dude.
Well, they can die.
Headline tomorrow.
I fucking love it. It's cool, dude.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
I like too that I like the mask with the eyes blacked out. I do.
Oh, the like the fishnet thing.
Yeah, I don't need to see his eyes. It humanizes him too much.
They started doing that on the Jason. I think they actually in Jason Takes Manhattan. I think like Kane said they actually put fabric over the eye holes, so it's just like he could see through it, kind of, but it's fucking black.
That's what they did with Don Shanks here too. It was fabric. And he's this slash coming up here.
You know, I've seen still frames of this image, and it makes me laugh because it looks like Michael's sad the way he's just like, oh, Loomis, you stupid son of a bitch! There he goes. Dude, they launched his ass. Dude, Michael in 4 and 5 just fucking launches Loomis right outside of a window in 4 at the school.
Yeah. Nobody talks about that. Like the next, we just see Loomis at the end there when they're shooting Michael, but he got thrown out of a second-story window of school. Like,
yeah, dude, just launched.
Man,
and it's almost like he doesn't want to kill him yet. You know.
Yeah,
I think that's why Michael does it. Like, dude, you know what?
Charlie's such a dumbass. There, a dry rotted board.
Yeah,
like you really,
fucking... Charlie,
you deserve
dude,
to die, Charlie.
Charlie, dude, you know what? You know, you should have. Here we go.
By the way, I love when he shoots Michael. You get this. Oh, by the way, about 5-10 seconds ago, guys, if you would have to rewind it if you haven't already noticed this, but since I'm the Halloween nut, I noticed these little things. You can see Dominique's hand in the mirror reflection. He points to the window to like direct them, like, okay, now go out the window. You can see it in the third panel of the mirror. You can see his hand point to the window. Little things like that.
Shit, I never noticed that before.
Yep.
Shoot, we haven't got
Charlie's.
to. I forgot we haven't done the laundry shoot scene yet either.
No, we
I
haven't
feel like
gotten
this
to.
movie's over already, but like, no, there's still a bunch of shit we got to see.
Oh, this is the best stuff of the movie too. This whole climax is fucking awesome. Did you know that that scene right there was like 30 seconds longer of him hanging out the window until he stopped moving and was dead, and they had to cut it down because of an X rating.
Bastards.
I know. They also there's rumor that they did shoot inside the children's clinic where he went on a rampage. There's also rumor that they didn't. I haven't heard definitively whether they did or not.
Didn't you reach out to Othenen on Facebook or
I
something
did.
a while back?
I did. I just let him. I was probably 17, 18. And,
I thought this was recent shit.
No, I did. I reached out to him again, maybe a little less than a year ago. But when I first spoke to him, I just basically was like, "Hey, man, I just want to let you know, like, because these directors hear it, they do, and I just wanted to be like, hey, I wanted to let you know, I really love your Halloween movie. Like, I really do. It's one of my favorites. I think you did a great job." Type thing. And he said, "Thank you for the kind words. It's really nice to hear that. Blah blah blah." And I struck up a little bit of a conversation with him, see what he was up to, and then he took like a year to like continue the conversation with me. He's like, "Sorry, I live in China now. Like life's been hectic." I'm like, "Holy shit,
what the fuck you doing in China?"
Yeah, I know. So, but he was a really sweet guy, and that was one thing that everybody that worked on this movie, Danielle's talked about it over and over again, how Dominique was just so like kind and just such a good dude. So it
gets
really
shit on, dude. Like,
I know it really pisses me off that he gets as much shit as he does, because
I think that 25 Years of Terror documentary did him no favors.
No, they made him look like a fucking. I don't even know, man.
Well,
They showed
they-
him like twice, and when he was talking both times, he seemed like he was like mentally unstable. Like he didn't like. I don't know.
And then they had him talking, and that slam when she hits, like they did a good job. I wonder what they actually dropped down there to get that thud look.
Sandbags.
Yep. So they didn't do any favors on the fucking DVDs himself when they did like the mini making ofs, and he goes, it's a cat and mouse thing, and the cat chases the mouse, and the mouse chases, and we audience know, I guess that's it. Like, you could have cut that out, like, because that made him look like stupid. Like it's like, dude, he was like he was public enemy number one, even on the fucking making of.
They knew what they were doing with that 25 Years of Terror documentary. They knew what they were doing. They focused on the movies that were popular, and then when they had to talk about the ones that weren't, they were quick with them, and they made it seem like, yeah, this movie was a piece of shit. Anyway, moving on. Yeah.
And I remember, like, when they started doing the part 5 story, they have this guy who just looks like a fucking, I don't know, a nobody. And he's just like, 5 wasn't received well. The director was fairly untried. And I'm like, who are you?
Yeah.
Who are you, dude? And why are you on this documentary?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, what the fuck's going on here?
They had Jeff Burr on that documentary too, the director of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3.
I love Jeff.
And the best thing about Jeff Burr being a part of the 25 Years of Terror, every time they showed parts of his interview, his room behind him, his office, was a fucking disaster. There were papers and VHS tapes everywhere. It looked like he was a hoarder, man. I mean, I remember the first time I watched it, I'm like, who is this dude? And then later I'm like, oh my God, he directed TCM 3? Like, that's crazy.
They did TCM 3,
bam, right in the leg.
Pumpkinhead 2, Stepfather 2.
Yeah, Dominique also did The Omen 4, which I've never seen. The Omen 4.
It's not great, but it's kind of cool. Like, it's it kind of came out, I think it was like the 90s or something, or the late 80s. I can't remember, but it's in that Scream Factory set. I like it, but it's not
winning any awards.
It's not winning any awards, but it's not bad. It kind of came and nobody saw it and went. Oh man. You better get the fuck out, Jamie.
Yeah, I know. She's like, I'm not tall enough for that.
Dude,
Let me go to the attic.
I'd be jumping out of a fucking window, dude. I mean, could you imagine the terror that if this was like legitimate, like this poor kid.
Yeah, and add to the fact she literally just got stabbed in the leg. Like,
Yeah.
she's in pain. She's bleeding everywhere. She's like, and this is her uncle. Like, her fucking, and she knows that too. It's like, why does my uncle want to kill me? Yeah, we all have uncles that want to kill us.
All these fucking candles burning in this attic.
Okay,
You can tell me the
look.
house never burned down.
There's nobody in that chair. And then when she turns around, Rachel is there. We just saw the chair and there's nobody in it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I know these little things that I notice after the
Look,
fact.
there's ice skates hanging
Yeah.
off of one of those
Uh-huh.
fucking support beams.
There's a chair upside down in the ceiling.
Upside down chair.
And
it's a dog.
stuffed animal.
It is a cop. That is Rachel.
Now she's in the chair. Michael, after she came up the steps, he
Dude,
placed them all there real quick.
So he killed Rachel and drug her to his house?
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Probably put her in the trunk of Mike's car.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck. Damn, Rachel.
Now, this moment is so fucking like deep because this is Jamie accepting death, like metaphorically and literally. She gets in the casket, crosses her arms, and it's like, I'm gonna die. He's
But
gonna
look
kill me.
Look at the picture he has
I
of her
know.
up there too. That's fucking weird, dude.
Like, this little girl in this moment has accepted it. I'm done. You know, this is the end. I had a good run.
I never thought about that, but yeah.
Yeah, you can tell. She's like, the last thing I can do is try to get his humanity out.
Uncle Boogeyman. I love how she says uncle, then Boogeyman after that.
I love how she says Boogeyman. She's like, Boogeyman. Like, I don't know. When did she get punched in the face?
I know she's got a fucking.
That's a shiner. Well,
here we go.
We can click. Everyone
Dude,
says,
look how big the slit is on the. Like, that mask was cut all the way like to the top.
Yep.
Damn.
You can clearly see his face. They always try to say the only time you can see his face in the franchise is in the first movie. No, you can clearly see his face here.
I like dude. It's just artsy and shit.
It is.
Like,
it is.
Like, I like it. It's almost
it
like
shows a moment of the human, that there is a human in there, but as you can,
yeah. And to me, it goes with 6. Like, he's possessed under the cult, but like in that moment, he knows he's like his humanity shows for a second. Like, dude, I can't control what I'm doing almost.
Like, I'm trying to kill my niece right now.
Like, I love it, dude.
What the fuck is wrong with me? Yeah,
I fucking love it.
He's a tragic character. He really is a tragic character. And for someone that has no lines in this entire franchise, dude, it's great. It is great. He's a tragic character. I don't know, man. I love Michael Myers so much, but this is fucking insane. And I love it. He's like, you want her? Come and get her.
He's got to do what he's got to do.
Yeah,
you know?
but I've actually gotten into an argument on the Halloween message board years and years ago with someone about this scene. Oh, it's so fucked up. Dr. Loomis, he would never have put that child in danger. And I'm like, you understand that he never intended on Michael getting her, right? Like, he was never going to let that happen. It was a ruse, and it worked. Like, he never got close enough to hurt her. Loomis would have never let him hurt her. Like, seriously, like, come on now.
Who set up the chain net in this house?
Dude, come on, it's fucking Loomis.
Dude,
you know that.
Did he have the shotgun like under his jacket?
No, it was up against the wall. You could see it when he walked in.
Shoot the son of a bitch.
I love how it's like Loomis is. People are like, "Oh, this ending is so anticlimactic," because like tranquilizers and beating him with a 2x4. Loomis he's run out the string. He's seen this dude get shot so many times and it didn't work. He's like, what can I do? Like, maybe I poison him with a bunch of tranq darts. Hopefully he dies from that.
Dude, Loomis is like the only character I can ever think of. I mean, legitimately, he's the only character I can ever think of that I'm okay with him hurting Myers. Anybody else, I'm like, come on, don't kill him. Like Loomis is the only fucking guy.
Yep.
And I'm not even talking about Myers. I'm talking like anybody.
Well, no, I
Any
did. I
character.
will say I do love it in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 as well with Laurie when she just stabs the absolute fucking shit out of him
Yeah,
over and over.
I would. Yeah, that'd be a close one. But
But yeah, everybody else, I'm like, yeah, no,
Fuck
you
it,
can't.
yeah.
You can't beat Michael.
so
Get
do you think
wrecked.
do you think they're gonna go big or go home and ends with like explaining what the fuck's going on? Because as of now, it makes no sense. Basically, like Halloween 5 with like sitting in it, like he wants to sit in his fucking bedroom and look outside. Like obviously that's without context. That just sounds bizarre.
They're going to explain it. They're going to give us an explanation, and they're going to, ask us to accept it, whether we do or not. That's up to us as the viewer.
If I will give them points if they fucking just go for it and do something that we haven't seen before, whether I like it or not, that's one thing. But if they go for it, I promise you, mark my words, I will give them credit. Whether I like it or not will be a different story. But if they go big, I promise you, I will give them points for it.
I will too. I don't know what they're going to say the reason is. I just know that I think we're going to get it. We're going to get a reason. But James Jude Courtney actually said something at a convention the other day. I was watching a video on it earlier today. He was asked about his favorite scene in the trilogy, and he said it's in Ends without question. He's like, but I can't obviously tell you guys what that scene is yet. And they were like, well, can you elaborate at all? And he was like, he said something to the effect of, it's like deeply emotional. Like Jamie Lee and I, before we filmed the scene, we like both cried, thinking about what we were going to go film. And he said they had a moment
What?
together. Yeah, he said that.
Dude,
So-
anything that
Someone,
involves Jamie
no,
Lee-
what it is one of them obviously is dying, or they're both dying, and they were filming that scene. And
I pray to God she dies.
I do too. And Justin, I love you, Justin, but every Monday, anytime we bring up Halloween Ends and I say Jamie Lee's got to die or they both have to die, Michael can't die and her live. I wouldn't really like
That's
that.
bullshit.
And a lot of the Halloween fans though, no, Jamie she needs to live. No, she
Bullshit.
doesn't. No, she doesn't.
Kill that bitch.
The way I want it to go is they die together. That's what I want. By the way, can we just talk about this really quick here?
Dude, he fucked these. Dude,
Yeah,
his body's
but
everywhere.
Christian, like, okay, so there.
Dude, one dude's neck was like Dude,
I
that
know.
looks so uncomfortable.
But this is, oh man,
I
sorry.
want to see that scene.
Yes, yeah.
Dude, this
the
fucking-
dude with the
he-
Tommy gun just come in
Michael
and-
threw the papers everywhere. There's fucking documents on the ground.
This is the one issue I have with this scene is coming up right here. So undignified. Sheriff Meeker's just dead right there. What the fuck, man?
Did he
He got an off-screen death.
Dude, they fucking bent the metal. Like, what did they do here? Did they drop a bomb in this place? That's metal.
Michael unleashed the beast.
Dude,
All right.
the metal is warped and fucking broken.
Didn't you know
This
that
shit
you
is
shoot
awesome.
bars? You shoot bars with a Tommy gun. And,
Dude, I love this shit.
I've always felt like this ending was so haunting. Her just saying no as she stares off into like the abyss.
They
It's-
dropped his ass off in there without taking his mask off.
Yeah, I know. And he was playing with his chains too while he was sitting there. He was just playing with them. But I love that ending. It is so like it tells the viewer this shit ain't over.
It's not even
And-
close to being done. Yep.
Yeah, and you see like just genuine fear from Jamie, like motherfucker, like I can't get away from this guy. I love it. I love it.
Great stuff.
That's a great movie. To me, it is a great movie. It does exactly what it sets out to achieve.
Oh, look at the stunt players. Look at the stunt players. George Wilbur.
Uh-huh.
He was a stunt player in this movie?
He was consulted about certain things, but I don't think he was on screen at all. No. Because he has openly talked about that he wanted to come back for 5, but they wanted to go with someone bigger.
Don was perfect for this movie. I like Don in this movie. I wouldn't change a thing.
No, No, I think Don was great, and Wilbur was great in his movies. You know, it's like they're their own things, man. Like that's another great thing about Michael Myers. You can just have whoever play him. It doesn't have to be the same actor every time. You know, it's not Freddy
Yeah.
Krueger. The hell was that? I got ghosts in my house.
That was fun.
Yeah, no. You guys, if you are a new listener of the podcast, you were probably like, wow, these guys talked over like half of this movie. That's what we do. That's why these are called casual commentaries, because you basically get 2 episodes in one. You get us talking about Halloween 5 or whatever movie we're watching, and you get us talking about a bunch of other shit. So it's like you're getting 2 episodes for the price of one. That's just what we do. We can't just sit here and not talk about anything but the movies, because that's boring. There'd be so much dead air. You know,
Yep.
what if you're not watching along with us, but you want to hear us talk about things? It would be, you just can't get engaged. So that's just how we do it. So if you're new here and you like that style, awesome. If you don't, too bad. I don't know. I don't know what else to say there.
All right, so Romeo was performed by Becca, Dancing on Midnight, White
Yes.
Sister. That White Sister album, I think it's called Fashion by Passion, is so good. That album is so good. They have another song called I forgot the name of it, but it was a pretty big song. It's April. It's in another horror movie I know. They're a good band.
There,
Uh,
that Dancing on Midnight song, I have to say, and if you guys hear me say this, I don't think you'll ever hear that song the same way again. So it plays at the Tower Farm scene where they're all dancing, and every time I heard that song, up until I actually listened to it outside of the movie, I always heard the lyrics in my head where he's like, dancing on midnight. And then he's like, whoa, dancing at the Tower Farm. It just sounds like he's saying that. And they're at the Tower Farm dancing. So I implore you guys to go back and listen to that song and think of those words. I know they're not the words, but it literally sounds like you can just hear him saying dancing at the Tower Farm. And I'm like, did they make this song for this fucking movie? But no, they didn't. But Halloween 5 has a great soundtrack. Very, very product of its time, but it's
Love it.
awesome. Yeah.
They used that. There's a movie called Twice Dead from like '88. Scream Factory put it out. I have that, and I was shocked when I played that. When I was watching that movie. They play Dancing on Midnight in there, but it's like literally a part of the movie because like there's like a chase scene and shit that starts going on in the house, and they just play the song full blast in the movie, and I was like, oh shit, that's cool. So they used this song in a couple fucking movies, which is just that's interesting.
You gotta love 80s soundtracks, man. I mean, again,
Nightmare 5's is so
yeah,
good.
Nightmare 5. And I said in my revisited with Nightmare 5, my biggest issue is they didn't use it in the fucking movie. Like it's great soundtrack, but it doesn't make it into the movie. You hear Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter for like 2 seconds in the background at the pool party. Very light.
Last time I watched it, I literally walked up to my sound bar and I was like sticking my ear next to it, listening in the back. Because dude, there's songs by all the songs on the soundtrack are so good, and yeah, it's good shit. It's funny. I covered Dancing at Midnight for my Patreon probably like 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah, I
and
remember.
I couldn't find the fucking lyrics on Google, so I literally was just making shit up on the cover.
Hey, there you go.
I literally, if you listen to it, I'm literally just like making shit up. And
You
sometimes
should have
I'm
said
like,
dancing at the Tower Farm.
I'm gonna make that version next. Dancing at the Tower Farm.
Tell me it doesn't sound like that. I mean, tell me it doesn't sound like that.
I'd have
guys.
to
Go back and listen to it.
Yeah, I'd have to listen to it and
dancing at the Tower Farm. Oh.
okay,
Yeah,
when you put the melody like that, yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah, I'm telling you. But yeah, I mean this is one of my favorite Halloween movies. I love the energy of it. I love the vibe. I love the foreign flair that was injected by Dominique. I think that for everything Halloween 4 does right, Halloween 5 does different things, but does them right. That gothic noir kind of Italian visual style, and which is weird because he's a French director, but like you said, seems very Italian film like influenced.
It does. It's just, dude, Italian characters in movies, when they're trying to replicate American shit, sometimes it just doesn't jive totally all the way in terms of just making perfect sense, and it's quirky and weird. And like Loomis is dropped right, Donald Pleasance was in a lot of those movies. He was in Phenomena, which was a Dario Argento movie, and he's a doctor in this like psych ward at night where he like has a monkey with him that like is his pet monkey. Like it's
Hell
fucking
yeah.
weird. He was in a movie called Paganini Horror, which is terrible. He was also. My point is like he was in those movies too. So like that's what I'm saying. Like watch some of those movies and come here. It's like you get the same vibe from him, which is just cool.
And like our buddy Brandon said it best. Halloween 5 is an art film. It may not be for you, but I do think in its own way it is kind of a work of art. I've just always loved this little rinky-dink slasher. And I feel like all of us, whatever our favorite horror franchise is, we all have that guilty pleasure in the franchise, which I hate to say because saying the word guilty pleasure sounds like such a fucking elitist bullshit thing to say. Like, it's a guilty pleasure. Like, you're too good to admit you like it, so you have to call it a guilty pleasure. No. I just mean in the sense that I know objectively it's not one of the best made out of the Halloween franchise, but it's one of my favorites. I love the energy. I just love it. And Christian, the example for Christian, you guys know this by being fans of his channel or just listening to our podcast. He finds a lot of merit with Freddy's Dead, and a lot of people don't. And he'll never tell you it's one of the best ones, but he also won't tell you it's a piece of trash because there's just.
I'd say the same for Dream Child, man. It's just like to say it's a bad film, like. I mean, shit, dude. Like, come on. Like, really? Like, I feel like there are some films that I think, and I've been guilty of this before too, especially when I was a little bit more cynical about the Halloween movies specifically. There are slasher films that I'm like, dude, I fucking love that movie. Like, I love Madman or I love fucking The Burning. Are those movies really better than Halloween 5? Like, I'm just saying. I think that it's like
probably not.
whenever you got that to be compared to, of course you look at it with a more of a keen eye, but like when you step back and just say like just take it for what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
You know?
It is entertaining, and that's the one thing too. As long as you set the expectation for everyone, I'm not saying objectively this movie is a 5-star movie. I'm saying, in my opinion, I just fucking love it. Then no one can really argue with you. No one can really say you're wrong. Well, hey, guess what? I didn't claim to be right. I just said I have a soft spot for it. So if you don't, that's great. I mean, I gave Dream Child a 2 out of 5. And I did say I was ambivalent on it. At the end, I didn't say I recommend it. I said I don't or I don't recommend it. I said I'm in the middle. I'm ambivalent. If you want to watch it, great. If you don't, great. That's how I felt about Dream Child. I gave it its credit though, and I said there are a lot of great ideas in this movie, like poignant themes, but they didn't explore them enough, and it was because it was so rushed. I totally get it. But Dream Child is not a movie that I feel like is an abomination. No, I didn't have a bad time watching it. No. I mean, I just feel like sometimes we get so fucking jaded, especially nowadays with as much. You and I have talked about it. We like A24. We like some elevated horror movies. I don't think they should rule the fucking horror landscape. And the people that do feel that way are usually the ones that get jaded about these late 80s slasher movies that are like, oh, it's fucking dog shit.
I know, dude. Like, honestly, like it really just annoys the shit out of me sometimes. Like, it's fun to talk about bad movies. So I did that today. Okay, Children of the Living Dead. I'd review that. It's so piss poor made. But if you watch the review, I dare anybody to watch that review and I tell you to watch the movie, first of all, because I'm like, you got to see it to believe it. But like to downplay shits, like I remember like I posted, I have a Japanese Dream Child Laserdisc. It looks really cool. Okay. It's got baby Freddy on the back and long arm, distorted limb Freddy. I thought it was cool. And like, of course, what happens when I post this cool looking laser disc? Everybody's got to tell me how much it's a piece of shit.
Yep,
I'm just like,
someone talks
really?
shit.
You're like really? Is it really a piece of shit? Like, have you not like really?
Oh, when
Like,
I made
how
my teen,
stiff are you of a viewer that like it's so like it's so played out. It's 20. I think we started this episode with me saying it's 2022. Like, is it really cool to say Halloween 5 is a piece of shit anymore? Like it's 2022. Guys, I'm not saying say it's the reverse and it's a masterpiece, but for fuck's sake,
it's just the type of people that I feel like are just super fun at parties.
can we
And
have some
clearly, I'm being
fun?
sarcastic. Yeah,
Yeah, can
seriously,
we
have a
have some
good
fun?
fucking time, man. Like,
Jesus.
kick back, grab a beer, grab some popcorn, and just have a good fucking time. Like,
I don't understand how people can't watch that scene we just saw in the jail with bodies everywhere
Yeah.
and not laugh their fucking ass off at how and be entertained by that. It's just it's so funny. It's cool. Like,
Yeah,
what are we doing here? You
we
know?
we could rant about this all night. I'm just gonna put a bow on that conversation by saying one thing, and I feel like most film fans would agree with this. The cardinal sin a movie can make is being boring.
Boring.
And you can't tell me that Halloween 5 is boring.
No way.
So, you know what?
It's too
Yeah.
fucking wild, dude.
Yeah, it's not boring. Halloween 6, not boring. Halloween 4, not boring. Halloween H2O, I'll give you that one. A lot of it is boring. Halloween Resurrection, I feel like it's less boring than H2O, but it's just so poorly made compared to H2O. H2O is just better. But my point is, these movies aren't boring. It may not be your cup of tea, but you can't walk away being like, oh, that movie was a waste of time. Was it though? Like, was it really? Because if I'm not bored, am I wasting my time? Like, as long as I'm entertained, am I wasting my time? I don't think so. Like, if I watch something and I can go objectively, okay, that's not very good, but man, it was fucking fun. I didn't waste my time.
The irony is, and I feel like I've gotten like I don't know if I'm getting more cynical and just like grumpy, or if it's just the nature of a podcast. But like, who really looks like the fool when you shit talk a movie so hard like this, but then buy it every time it comes out? Like, who's the fool then?
You know the answer to that.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Everyone that apparently hates Halloween 5, but I guarantee you bought this Scream Factory 4K. Put your clown nose on. Grab your clown shoes.
Dude, I it's like there was this one guy I used to watch on YouTube, and he only liked Halloween's 1 through 6. He does not like Halloween H2O. He does not like Resurrection. And at the time, there was only the 2 Rob Zombie films. He did something very like unique. He only collected shit from the movies he liked.
Man.
Like, what the fuck? Like, that's bizarre. Are you kidding me? Only collecting shit from movies you like? Who does that?
Hey, Christian, when I first got into the YouTube game and I was watching Halloween collection videos, it used to actually fill me with rage I would see videos.
Can I be the soundbite?
Guess it.
All right, guys. So here we got. First, we're gonna start with DVDs. Halloween 1, blah blah blah. Halloween 2, Halloween 5. This movie is just absolutely terrible. This movie is just ridiculous.
No. You're right.
Hold on. Let me. This is what I was gonna say. All right. Next is the second copy I have of Halloween 5, the new Devon Max DVD. Same, just trash movie. Next, we've got the Blu-ray for Halloween 5. Again, just absolutely hate this movie. Next, we've got the Blu-ray from the Scream Factory set from Halloween 5. Just this, I'd hate this movie. Next, we've got the 4K. Well, obviously, I'm doing a video, but
yes,
is that what you were getting at?
That's the second thing the thing that pissed me off. The second most thing that pissed me off, but the thing that pissed me off the most, hands down, was, here's my Halloween collection. We got Halloween. We've got Halloween 2. We have Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, because Halloween 3 I don't include it. It's not a franchise.
I'm gonna walk.
Which is why when I did my review, because I'd seen so many of those collection videos, I literally was like, "It is a part of the franchise, you freaking bastards!" Like, I was mad. Yeah, it pissed me off. And then later, as the years went on, I saw so many videos. Yeah, Halloween, Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Halloween 4, and Halloween Resurrection. And I didn't even bother with the Rob Zombie pieces of shit. I'm not buying those. They're part of the fucking franchise. So don't say this is my complete Halloween collection of the entire franchise when you don't own the entire fucking franchise. You look like a clown. Like, go get your white makeup, put your fucking nose and your shoes on, and like, because you're a clown. And it just pissed me off so much. And usually, 9 times out of 10, those types of people, they haven't even seen Rob Zombie's movies, or they haven't even given them a fair shot. They're just like, oh, I heard this about it and everybody hated it. So yeah, it's probably fucking trash. It never needed to be remade. Fuck those movies. No. Nope. I couldn't get behind it, man. If you're gonna collect a franchise and you're gonna say you collect the franchise and this is the complete collection, have the collection. It was like the biggest pet peeve of mine. When you don't even have the entire collection, sit down. Please.
That's fair, but like if you don't like something, I'd have more respect for you to just not buy it. Calling it, I understand what you're saying. I do, but like I also see the other side of it too. Like if you don't like something, at least you're not fucking buying it 7 times at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
Because
But the problem is, Christian, the problem is with this franchise specifically, the reason I have an issue with it is the reasons that they give. Halloween 3, I didn't buy that. You know, it's not part of the franchise. It doesn't have Michael Myers. That's not a good reason to not buy it.
Say the name of the movie again. You know, it's like
so you haven't even seen it, and you may not even dislike it, but you just don't consider it part of the franchise, so you didn't buy it. No, that's bullshit. That's a bullshit reason. So Friday 5, do you not own Friday 5 because it's not part of? Do you not own New Nightmare because it's technically not part of the franchise? I mean, we could go on and on. That's just bullshit. And I just cannot get behind that. When you have a slasher franchise or a franchise at all that it gets that long in the tooth and has that many movies, every single one of them has that one movie that's like, this is kind of way out there. But that's part of the charm, man. Like, that is part of it. Tells you that there were filmmakers and writers and actors and stuff that were totally on board to switch up the formula. Maybe it didn't work, but they tried. They tried. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I
love the fact that, especially with Halloween and Nightmare, quite frankly, as much, like, I love the fact that each one feels different. And like you can start vibing with each one individually. And like you understand like, dude, like I don't know how else to put this. There are days where like my personality is a Halloween 3, or there are days where my personality, like now, tomorrow, I'm going to feel like my personality is going to feel very Halloween 5-ish. And I'm going to feel like I'm vibing with it now because of its unique flavor. And like, dude, that's the fun of it.
That sounds like then Christian's going to be ready soon to do that Dream Child Revisited, casual commentary. Because
I'd love to.
That is going to be, he'll be in the 89 vibe. And, what better way? And then fuck it, maybe we do Takes Manhattan after that. Yeah.
Yeah. Jason Takes Manhattan.
I'm telling you, look, guys, at the end of the day.
These are the most fun ones to do commentaries on anyway. I mean, like, yeah, let's do part 8.
I can't wait to get the vitriol in the comments too. There's going to be vitriol in the comments. Look, I'm just going to say this, guys. Christian and I, us. We're not going to argue with you in the comments if you disagree with us. We'll give you a heart and a thumbs up.
But we're expressing our points of view. That's all.
Yes, it is. And you're allowed to have your guys's. I will just simply say one thing. When you lay your head down at night, admit to yourself and to me and Christian, Halloween 5 is not boring. Therefore, it is not a waste of your time.
And I wonder if there's anybody listening to this that was verbatim the person I was talking about that hates a movie but buys it 8 times.
They're like, that bastard's calling me out.
Like, did they delete their comment, or are they still going to type it out, you think?
I think they still will, because how do we know that they own it? You know what I mean? They're like, they don't know.
They're like, it's like I'm not making this shit up. Like, no, dude,
it's very
go
real.
on YouTube and just type it in. Like, yes. People will hate a fucking movie. Like, don't buy it. Now, if it's in a box set that you only buy, like, okay, I'll give you that. And like, if you're a big Halloween fan and you don't like 5 or fucking 6, and you like H2O, and I feel like the textbook Halloween fan from like 2012 to about 2015 was they liked 1, 2, 4. They liked H2O. And like the rest of them were either okay, and then there's the Halloween fan that could throw in the wild card and say, "Dude, I fucking love 6," or "I fucking love 5." or I like 5, but I'm not a fan of 3. But like now, at least now, you see I see more variety. Like, and it'll be interesting. Like people like Lorne will say, "Oh, dude, 5 is clearly my favorite one besides like the original or something." He's like, "It's like a dark fairy tale with Michael and stuff." I'm like, "Oh, cool. Glad you see it. At least we're seeing different points of view now." But like, dude, like for a while, wasn't there like the textbook fan
Oh,
with
yes.
Halloween?
Yes, I always felt that way. I would get bored watching people do videos on Halloween, like the Halloween franchise ranked, like because it would always be the same. I'm like, okay,
Fucking same thing.
yeah, you're gonna love 2, you're gonna love 4, you're gonna love H2O. Everything else is gonna be either or shit. Like, okay, and it pisses me off too because most of them, too, I would always know. Okay, they're gonna say Rob Zombie's 2 movies are shit. They're gonna say Halloween 3 is stupid. I'm just like, I got so tired of listening to that. Like, it was just like, shut up. Like, for a perfect example of what you're talking about, Halloween Resurrection is by far and away my least favorite Halloween movie. I own multiple copies of it, but only for completion purposes. What do I mean by that? I have the DVD, I have the Blu-ray, I have the VHS, and I have it in the complete collection set. So I have it on every format, just to have it on every format. So I have all of them on every format, and then one extra Blu-ray because it came in the complete collection. Every other movie in this series, I have at least 6 different editions of, at least. So it goes to show you the only reason that I have multiple of Resurrection is solely for completion purposes, not because I wanted it.
But I would argue though, you don't hate the fucking movie like it's a
No,
terrorist.
I don't think it's an
And-
abomination on the world. No.
And you still have, and dude, watch the commentary we did.
Yeah.
That was fun.
The movies that I find to be true aborted fetuses, I don't own. I just don't. Blumhouse's Truth or Dare, hated that movie. Saw it in theaters. Will never buy that. The Gallows, saw it in theaters. Hated it. The worst horror movie I've ever seen in my life. Still to this day, won't buy it. Slender Man, saw it in theaters.
Can I say something
Fucking
real quick,
hated it.
dude? This is what you just said. It's so bizarre to me because I never saw The Gallows in theaters, so I bought the Blu-ray when it came out because it was found footage, and I was like, "Oh, of course." I agree with you.
Garbage.
My wife, who fucking hates everything. We get done with The Gallows. She said, "I really like that." I mean, she really likes that movie, and it just till this day, it's like that video of like supposed Bigfoot, like, oh my fucking god. Like that's the reaction I have. Like I'm still like, did I really hear her say that? Because she likes it and I fucking hate it, but she hates everything.
Yep.
She thinks every Halloween movie is a piece of shit.
I walked out of The Gallows in theaters with my buddy Dave. As soon as we weren't even out of the auditorium yet, and I was like, I think that's the worst horror movie I've ever seen. Like
Slender Man's pretty fucking bad.
Slender Man was, oh my God, my wife and I saw that in theaters together. One of the first movies we ever saw after we started dating. One of the first times we went to the theater. The first one was Deadpool 2. We had a great time with that one. But later that summer, we saw Slender Man. And my wife's exact words were, walking out of the theater, Slendy deserves so much better than that. And I couldn't agree more. It was absolutely atrocious. I'll never buy it. I mean, if I truly hate a movie, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm just not. Because I'll never watch it again. So you are pissing your money away when you do that. You know you're never gonna watch it, but you just spent money to own something that you'll never watch again. I mean, no, that's like hoarding behavior.
Well, dude, there are people that like some of the just like seeing some of the people that collect movies, dude. I see some people, and I'm not judging per se, but like I can't wrap my head around this. There are people now that when a new movie comes out, they go and buy, it doesn't matter the movie. They go and buy every edition, the steel book with it, like every fucking edition of a movie. Like this, I saw a couple people do this. I just want to understand this. Like when Matrix Resurrection come out, I saw a post. Somebody bought every fucking edition. That's a lot of money.
A lot, yeah.
And in a steelbook.
Mm-hmm.
Steelbook's like $35. I had 2 of them. And a zombie exclusive.
The only time I ever did that was in 2017 with Power Rangers. the reboot of Power Rangers because I loved that movie so much, and it just spoke to me because they made a modern teenage young adult movie out of a cheesy 90s TV show, and I loved it when I was a kid. So that movie was like just gritty enough and adult enough for me where I was like, "Oh my god, they merged these two worlds perfectly." I saw it 4 times in theaters, and the only reason the only reason I bought every edition, that every release, there was 4 different ones.
And I get that. It's like it's a special thing for you. I understand.
Not just that, but it was because I knew that the box office was very eh. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was eh. So if we wanted a sequel, there was this whole movement. We gotta get this to the top of the whole media charts, and it did. It did, and I believe in its first 2 weeks, it was number 1 in sales and rentals for its first 2 weeks on home video, and I felt like I was helping the cause, and that's why I did that. And it ended up not mattering because Saban Films just sold the rights to Hasbro, and they're rebooting it again. Yeah, but that's the only time I did that. I mean, I really don't, guys. A lot of times I feel like I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Like I really do.
We all are, dude.
Yeah, and I can't afford to go. If you're gonna buy 4 editions of a brand new movie, you're going to spend $100 fucking on one movie.
All right, check this out. Let's end this. Let's end this right here. Hold on. Let me grab the old trusty calculator on my phone. Okay. So let's say the DVD of 1990. This is without tax. $19.99 for the DVD.
Yep.
Then you buy the standard Blu-ray for $24.95, $99. Then you've got the 4K for $29.95.
And then the Steelbook, what, $34.99?
Then $34.99 without tax. That's $110.
Yep.
Add tax that, we're looking at like $120. Dude,
for one movie.
Now imagine doing that every Tuesday.
Couldn't do it. I couldn't fucking do it. And look, this is not to shit on people that do that. If you do that and you have the finances to do that, more power to you. But I'm just saying, for me and for most of us, in any year in American history, we just don't have the money for that. We just don't. Like it. Sometimes people really think too, like when you're a content creator or an influencer or whatever, and they see the cool shit you have. I get comments all. Sean Clark himself told me that my Halloween collection was, quote, unmatched. He said, your Halloween collection is unmatched. And I'm like, that's an awesome compliment coming from the self-proclaimed like king of Halloween. But even then, it's like, people think we have more money than we do, and we really don't. Sometimes we buy this shit because we have a problem, not because we can afford it.
This is the thing that fucking sucks about Elm Street, dude. I'm begging for them to release different releases. I have a couple like DVD sets and like fucking, dude, I can't get shit. And then these German media books that they made cost $800 a piece. It's bullshit.
That's the thing. The one thing I don't have in my collection is some of those laser discs, and I'd love to have them, but they're just god awfully priced now. I mean,
it's disgusting. It's like vinyl.
It's insane. I mean, like if I wanted, there's a Halloween 4 Japanese laser disc that I just love the art of it so much. I've wanted it for years. On eBay, I think the cheapest one is like $130.
It's just not worth it, dude.
No, it's not. It's just not. But it's so fucking cool. But it's not worth it. So yeah. Christian and I have gone over 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Shit.
Yeah.
I had no idea how long we've gone.
Yeah, we have talked about a lot of shit. There are no cuts needed on this episode. This is easy. This is going to be easy for Christian. I don't know when he wants to get this out. But, part of me is like, let's ride this wave and just drop it tomorrow. Like, let's just ride this wave.
Yeah, I had somebody asking me what's going on with the podcast because I was like, well, I'm supposed to be dropping them on Sundays, so I kind
Yeah,
of
we
like
double
jumped the
dipped.
gun.
Yeah, we had 2 in like a span of what, 5 days or something like that. Yeah.
Fuck it. Now I've kind of conditioned people to get ready for them at
Yeah,
midweek, so.
whenever we want to, it'll drop.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so I'm excited for you guys to listen to this. Obviously, you've already listened to it if you're at this point. So I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. I hope you guys enjoyed what we had to say about the movie, and I hope that even if you're not a big fan of this movie, you can at least concede they're right. It's not boring. You know, it's not boring. It's not going to make you pull your hair out. It's not a waste of your time. Like I said, things to look forward to. We have Sean Clark. He will be on the podcast within the month, I would say, as well as Dave McCrae. And we will also be doing soon enough Dream Child commentaries and Jason Takes Manhattan commentaries. And then things that you can look forward to later this summer. If the Halloween 6 through Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 4Ks get announced, we will do a show on that. Absolutely, without a doubt.
Probably need to go live soon.
Yeah, and I was going to say that too. We have not done a live in a while, so you can probably expect to see us do a live Q&A. There will be no topic for that. Normally, those are just Q&As because we obviously have a lot of listeners. A lot of you guys love the podcast, so plenty of space for you guys to ask questions. But, Christian, is there anything you want to say before we sign off?
Dude, I think I said it all.
Yeah, we said a shitload.
You know
Yeah.
how these episodes, like, lately it's just, dude, I just vent. And,
Well, it's a good medium to do it, and the people seem to enjoy us doing it. So, you know.
I guess so.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm sure on one of these, we will have our good friend Brandon Tabata Vision back.
Yeah, we're gonna
I'd like to,
soon.
Yeah, we are going to do the leather faces, so he will be a part of that. So yeah, a lot of cool shit coming on the podcast soon, guys. I haven't run this by Christian, but I think we're going to do, I want to, for our episodes with Sean and Dave McCrae, I'm just going to go ahead and put it out right now. If you guys have questions for either one of them, if you are a patron of either one of us, send us a question for them and we will ask. We both have, a decent amount of patrons. So plenty of you that are eligible to ask a question, or if you want to, however you want to go about that. But with those guys, we want to have conversation with them. We don't want it to be bogged down by a bunch of questions. But for, those of you that do support our channels on Patreon, if you guys want to send in a question, absolutely. Like, again, just another perk that we can add for patrons, because Christian and I have talked about on this podcast. Sometimes it's hard to think about the perks that we can add. So that's another one. Hey, if you got a question for some of these guys that you watch and you look up to, if you're a patron, send it our way. I don't know. What do you think? You think that sounds fair, Christian?
Oh yeah, we'll make posts about it too, so
Okay.
that the way the patrons can reply straight to the post or ask the questions right there.
Yeah.
But whenever we find out when we get those guests, we'll let everybody know. That way they can be ready for that.
Yes.
But if not, we have shit ready to go.
Yeah, we've got a lot of ideas. Christian and I do not have. Sometimes we've had moments where we've had to be like, "What are we going to do this week?" Now we've got a lot of ideas for the next handful of episodes. So yeah, we will see you guys next week. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and peace out.
Later.
This has been a production of the Uneeda Horror Podcast. You need it, we got it. Thank you for listening.